stuff for my friend.
Hanging from a thread till you dead, cause your partner put a price on your head. Cause your chick was laying up in his bed, she getting details, spitting every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale, a fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep part. You a savage, you can have it, just show how your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, a soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I'll survive, find this land's for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, stray bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shivering, it's a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence, dare you to say something. No sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next, open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers will shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving. What is poppin', people? Welcome back to Shy Ill Reacts. I am your host, Shy Ill, and we are back in the building. Salute to you. Thank you for being here on this lovely Friday evening. Salutes. Hope everybody had a great week. Hope everybody got after that money. Get that money. Millions. Get that money, right? Millions. Right, salutes to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being here. What is popping, people? What's good? Salutes. Right? Came to do hood rat stuff with our friends.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
That's it. Steal a car, do bad things. Salutes. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. The math ain't mathing, all right? The math ain't mathing. All right, y'all are here because you want to be here. Best thing you can do for free is hit that like button. Just a little kinetic energy. And we on and we popping. All right? Salutes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get it. All right, Shannon was indeed first. Don't listen to Robert. Robert bullshitting. What's up? This camera a little lopsided or something? Something like that. I don't know. Something like that. All right. Boom, let's get it. I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button. Let's get it. We got a couple of things to talk about tonight. We are going to talk about the notion that and the possibility of Trompito sending the U.S. military to deal with the cartels. All right, we're at that one again. All right, we're going to talk about Chapo sending letters to the judge, feeling his rights are being violated. All right, we're back to that too. But there's new developments on each side, and it seems he might have a case at this point. All right, we're going to talk about why they took the unaliving sentence off the table for Mayo. And is he or is he not cooperating? And we're going to go over a video in which we heard what is supposed to be Ivan Archibaldo's voice over the radio. Then from there, we either switch to another channel or, we'll keep our conversation going here. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Share, tell a friend to tell a friend. All right, I'm going to run through the chat. There's a couple of things I want to run through today. I want to run through the chat. I want to run through the description of this video so that we can take a look at the sponsors of our channel. And then we'll get to it. All right, the bar will be in. It's hot as shit, boy. It's hot. It's hot. AC's on, fans are running. It's hot. I'm sweating. You know what I mean? Bars open for the meantime in between time. $10 beers, $15 shots, and if you'd like to spin the wheel, it's $10 per spin through Power Chat, Streamlabs, Super Chat, or Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, all that good stuff. It's all in the description. I'm going to run through the chat, and we're going to get to it. Hope you hang out with us tonight. Refresh your drink. Make sure it's cold. My ice melted already. Make sure you hydrated. We're going to talk our shit. All right? Also want to talk about Sunday, the stream I'm doing Sunday from the 4 Beginners channel. If you guys have people that make music or make films or whatever that would like to have their music or their film or their auditions or whatever reviewed live on the channel and have some light shined on it, we're going to talk about that too, all right? Shout out Shannon for being first. Salutes Deb. Appreciate you, Deb. Shout out Zoraida. Shy. Fuck Your Feelings Friday is finally here, all right? Let's Fuck Your Feelings Friday, man. All right. ¿Qué rollo, plebes? Es viernes. Unos celebran con cerveza, otros celebran con periquito, pero tenemos que celebrar. What's poppin', people? It's Friday. Some people celebrate with beer. Some people pull out the bolsita. But celebrate indeed. Celebrate indeed, all right? Shout out Big June. Salutes. John Good. Appreciate you. All right, I agree with Big June. Let's tap that like button, get them numbers up for the channel. And Shot, thanks for the effort and your time. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. All right, I saw it when it. Oh, okay, y'all talking about that. Salutes. Shout out Robert on the check-in. Shout out Ducky on the check-in. Appreciate y'all. Yuck TV, appreciate you. Primo in the building. Primo in the building. Hear about the new King Von assassination. Heard a little bit about it. A little bit. He gave the green light to go after Latin American cartels. Hella hot, and I'm outside trying to have a cigarette. Good luck. It's hot than a bitch out there. Anyone at ADX has their rights violated, and that's basically the gist of it right there, Robert. We're going to talk about it. Right, please stand up. Please stand up if you hit the like button. All right. Shout out Jesus Arellano on the check-in. Adrian Torres, appreciate you. Right. Yeah. We can't forget that. Hit that like button on your way in, y'all. Shout out Bobby D on the check-in. Appreciate you. Okay. What's cap? What don't make sense? All right. Boom. We made it through the chat. Salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. My brother Oso on the check-in. Appreciate you, sir. Velez on the check-in. Saludos, plebaba. Alterada. Whatever the fuck that means. Right? Velez is here with his little hat on. He got his little hat. If you look at his profile picture right there, he got his little hat on. Diablo con este botón de cancelar. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, Robert. Alright, salutes Velez. But yeah, those are the things we're going to talk about quickly. Let me run through this. Keep y'all abreast of the situation here. Early, and then we'll get it out the way, and then we'll keep it moving from there. Boom. Just want to keep y'all abreast of what's going on the channel. Make sure you guys go in the description and check out our sponsors. I will be making commercials for these affiliate programs and putting them on the different videos. This is a great way to help the channel. For people that are looking for VPN networks, we have a crazy discount at NordVPN. If you're looking for a no sugar, no crash energy drink, we got 10% off and an affiliate link for DUBBY Energy. If you shop a lot on Amazon and you want to support the channel, let's say you're shopping on Amazon anyway, you use this link before you buy. It supports the channel at no cost to you. So that's this link right here. You'll find it in the description. You hit that link and then you shop. No extra cost to you, but Amazon throws a kickback to the channel. We also have an Amazon gift list, wish list there for people that would like to donate technical parts of the show. We also have Survival Frog if you're looking for equipment as far as survival equipment. If you're gonna spend some time in the woods, if you're trying to get away and you need you a bug out bag, or you need you some canned foods, or you know, a nice situation to up and go when you have to, we got a nice affiliate link for that as well right there at Survival Frog Gear. And then we have a buy me a coffee link. This buy me a coffee link is if you'd like to donate for me to do food reviews, you could drop into that bucket right there and help sponsor the next food review. And then from there forward, we have the Discord invite, which is down here. We have our screen to text, which you can use. Is clipped to the top of the chat right here, screen to text. If you'd like to have your comment pop up live on the screen during the show, you could do that right there. The $2 minimum. We have our Discord link. We have our ill shop right there. Shout out Velez. He got himself a real hat from there. Dope one, too. I'm going to post it in the community section. Boom. Bitcoin donations here. We got PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, our socials, and we have playlists here. Playlists for all of our biggest shows on the channel. So I just want to make sure that you know that that's there. Make sure you go check those things out. If you're in the market for any of those things, you can help the channel out greatly by going there. All right, I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I'm going to hit it too. People, how could you hit your own like button? How could I not? What is wrong with you? You know, that's the problem with society. How could you, everybody judges somebody else for doing some silly shit, some inconsequential shit to them. But the shit that affects everybody, nobody want to talk about. Salutes. So I make sure that's known. Boom. And let me get back in the chat quickly. Shout out Raven on the check-in. I appreciate you. Man, y'all, I'll be back. If you want to make 20K, come to H-Town. We don't know what the fuck you talking about. Allegedly. All right, yeah, allegedly. Hot Friday. He allegedly said move to Texas if you want to make 20K. That's the allegation, all right? Salute to y'all. We here. We chilling. I'm in y'all bubble.
I'm in your bubble.
Again, the bar will be open until I close it, and the wheel will be open until I close it. Just let your boy know what's popping. We'll go from there. First and foremost, we are going to start with where is it? Oh, gotta go get it. I thought I had it lined up. Here it is. New York Times. That's what I need. Maybe they don't even let me read this shit. We're gonna see. Cause I ain't paying for it. This channel pays for enough shit. Alright, bro, let's get it. Let me start this recording. Trump directs military to target foreign rug cartels. The president has ordered the Pentagon to use the armed forces to carry out what in the past was considered law enforcement. All right? So that's it. He decided when the soldiers could be the policeman. America, what happens when he decides that, you know, a soldier is going to pull you over for speeding, huh? Or driving. I saw a cop saying today that they're implementing new things. I don't know if it's a law, I don't know what it is, to where not only can't be using your phone while you're driving, you can't be looking at that shit at a red light. You can't be looking nothing. They see you with that phone, it's a wrap. Don't matter what you're doing. Phone probably can't even be in the, what happens when he decides you get peeped on the phone in your whip and a soldier pull you over. President has ordered the Pentagon to use the armed forces to carry out what in the past was considered law enforcement. President Trump has secretly signed a directive to the Pentagon to begin using military force against certain Latin American rug cartels that his administration has deemed terrorist organizations. Okay? According to people familiar with the matter, the decision to bring the American military into the fight is the most aggressive step so far in the administration's escalating campaign against the cartels. It signals Mr. Trump's continued willingness to use military forces to carry out what has primarily been considered a law enforcement responsibility to curb the flow of Fetty Wap and other illegal rugs. Right? The order provides an official basis for the possibility of direct military operations at sea and on foreign soil against the cartels. Right? So he said basically, DEA, you're trash. FBI, you're trash. We're going to get these soldiers out there in this water to catch these submarines that Jay Flores be talking about. All right?
You don't want no problems.
All right, salute to JP, wherever he's at. Hopefully he's taking a nap. That's the only motherfucker I know sleep less than me. This is a alleged statement. Nothing to see here. He's already trying to take sheriffs in Florida. He's already trying to make sheriffs in Florida take sheriffs in Florida to work for ICE. The little masked up boys. The little balaclava boys. Man, werewolves is what they are.
No mommy's wait.
We saw they got Superman. Once you got Superman, that's it. Lo cagó el gallo.
Yo vivo tranquila con las penas.
Yeah,
Cagó
man.
el gallo. Cállate, hijo, papá.
Come on, man. Superman done signed up to work for ICE. Goofy ass Dean Cain. All right, shout out Velez for blessing me with that info yesterday. Shout out Ivy on the check-in. And they went on and on about how Obama was going to declare martial law and throw us all in FEMA camps. And here we are. I mean, I still haven't covered the alligator. I don't know much about this alligator island situation. It's a prison with real alligators? That's what they did? The audacity. We're living in a comic book world. This shit not real. We living in a comic book world. I bet my life they aren't after CNG. Why? They too tough? Stop betting your life on shit. Some people bet their life that Mayo will never be touched. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Party just started in this bitch. That cell phone law is already in effect, at least here in AZ. What is this? Or rather, like, yeah, I try to find a video. It's something like, shit, yeah, put the phone in the trunk, and we go put you in jail. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't bet your life on that shit. Ain't nobody too tough. Alligator Alcatraz, that shit's funny. La cagaron. Superman. No wonder the movie ratings. Don't put that on the movie. It wasn't the movie Superman. It was that old shitty TV show that real comic book people didn't give a fuck about. So it wasn't the new Superman. The new Superman's good. Good movie. And good Superman. No, but that ain't what it is. It's Dean Cain, the old Superman. He don't look like Superman no more. He look like Jor-El. He look like Superman's father. Shit, he look like Superman's grandfather at this point. You know? But yeah, don't put that on our Superman. or Henry Cavill. It wasn't Henry Cavill either. Hit the like button, yo. It's like he's like 3 Supermans ago. Maybe 4. 3 or 4 Supermans ago. Yeah, the old Superman. My father-in-law has offered Trump to open Alcatraz using millions of taxpayer dollars. That's it, huh? They just want prisons. For what? It's already too many people in prison anyway. There's too many people in there for selling bud. There's too many people in there for bullshit. Meanwhile, the dudes that will end your existence is right outside. They're right outside, man. They're right there. You know, it's hard to light anything when you got a ceiling fan going, an oscillating fan going, an air conditioner going. You can't light shit. It's pretty rough. I did it, though. They're teaming up with Mideast Terror. Yeah. Let's hold our Superman down. Let's get it.
You don't want no problems.
The decision to bring the American military into the fight is the most aggressive step. Now, I did that. The order provides an official basis for the possibility of direct military operations at sea and on foreign soil against cartels. U.S. military officials have started drawing up options for how the military could go after the groups. The people familiar with the conversation said, speaking on the condition of anonymity to discuss the sensitive internal deliberations. But directing the military to crack down on the illicit trade also raises legal issues, including whether it will count as unaliving, with the M, a big M on it, if U.S. forces acting outside of congressionally authorized armed conflict were to unalive civilians. That's the point. The point is that there is a very clear line between military and police. Once you blur those lines, now you just not the guy that is on the viral video that got aired out by the police. Now you the guy that got aired out by a soldier. And what the fuck was that soldier doing here? That soldier's supposed to be in the midst of conflict somewhere. Know what I mean? Nah, that sounds like some bullshit. Would it count as unaliving if U.S. forces acting outside of congressionally authorized armed conflict were to unalive civilians, even criminal suspects, who pose no imminent threat? It is unclear what White House, Pentagon, and State Department lawyers have said about the new directive, or whether the Justice Department's official of legal counsel has produced an authoritative opinion assessing the legal issues. Already this year, Mr. Trump has deployed National Guard and active duty troops to the southwest border to choke off the flow of rugs as well as immigrants, and has increased surveillance and rug interdiction efforts. In February, the State Department designated Tren de Aragua, who we don't hear about much anymore, Mara Salvatrucha, who we don't hear in the news no more, and several other groups of foreign terrorist organizations, saying that they constituted a national security threat beyond that posed by traditional organized crime. 2 weeks ago, the Trompito administration added the Venezuelan Cartel de los Soles, or Cartel of the Suns, to a list of specially designated global terrorist groups, asserting that it is headed by President Nicolas Maduro of Venezuela and other high-ranking officials in his administration. On Thursday, the Justice and State Department announced that the United States government is doubling a reward to $50 million. Coño, man. Right? $50 million. To the most stand-up dude that we could find on the internet. Let's say you don't know Maduro. He not your, let's just say you don't have no connection to him. He's not your friend. You don't even like him. Right? You're a stand-up dude. You don't even like him. But you know where he's going to have lunch on the 31st of whatever month. All you stand-up guys out there, you not going after that 50 million? Huh? You not going after that 50 million? You're not standing at the, you're not doing the Bernie Mac, raising your hand for the judge, Your Honor. Hello, Your Honor. I mean, United States government, on Thursday, the Justice and State Department announced that the United States government is doubling a reward to $50 million for information leading to the arrest of Mr. Maduro, who has been indicted on rug trafficking charges. The administration again described him as a cartel leader, and Attorney General Pam Bondi said he will not escape justice and he will be held accountable for his despicable crimes. They're not talking about just some hustler. They're talking about El Presidente, man. That's like if Mayo or Chaps was the president of Mexico. What the fuck? Put up a poll. Shout out Upper Echelon on the check it. Put up a poll. Here's the problem with a poll. Like, it's anonymous. I'm looking for the most stand-up, no cooperation motherfucker to tell me he not going to give up Maduro for 50 million. We could put up a poll. Would you give up? It don't even have to be him. I wanna add the someone you didn't know to it though, because would you give up someone you didn't know? Because that just leaves you clean. That's just you and your consciousness at that point. You and your conscience at that point. For 50 million. Would you give up someone you didn't know for 50 million? Yes or no? Start the poll. The poll is up. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Salute. Robert. And I'm not defending the 50 million or not, but I'm gonna go at these statements. All right, let's see. My life is Let's get it. Those people that blew up pagers. When there's blood involved, you have no choice. I don't know what y'all talking about. Salutes upper echelon. upper echelon said he about to go to Venezuela. It'll be the easiest 50 mil he ever made. Where the trolls? They're quiet today, man. They mourning their homeboys that's in the bathroom.
Put them in a fucking bathroom, man.
And the ones in the upper room. Cali already has that law. Bye-bye. Can't even touch your phone. 50 million don't mean shit when you spend your life in a hotel room waiting. Waiting for what? Huh? What's waiting on you with 50 million? Bro, I'll tell on Val for 50 million. I would tell on my mama for 50 million. Get in them holding cells and find out. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. A minute ago it was a hotel, now it's a holding cell. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm just saying that a lot of these dudes, right? These are tough guys, right? Dudes that are into the criminal nature of life. And they say they never cooperate. I think they'd cooperate for 50 million. I made it and it was very hard. I wouldn't even think twice. Right now it's 30-70. Yes, they'd give up somebody they didn't know for 50 million. And 30 say no. 30 mind their business. Keep it to themselves. Right? We didn't say, oh, not only you're going to get 50 million, but you're going to get, you know, whatever cases, whatever bodies you got thrown away. It's a lot of fucking money, though. Let me tell you something. For all of those that think that they're so noble and wouldn't take that 50 million, there's a lot of motherfuckers out there that would. And they keep raising these. My thing is, I've never seen somebody collect that shit. But I guess it ain't for us to know who collected it. You know what I mean? One of them $50 million rewards. There was a big ass reward on Yoma. Who got that? The pilot? Where's the pilot at? Let's get it.
You don't want no problems.
Asked about Mr. Trompito's authorization for military force against the Cartels, Anna Kelly, a White House spokeswoman, said in an email that President Trompito's top priority is protecting the homeland, which is why he took the bold step to designate several cartels and gangs as federal terrorist organizations. The Defense Department declined to comment on the new directive. Unilateral military assaults on cartels would be a marked escalation in the long drive to curb drug trafficking, putting U.S. forces in a lead role on the front lines against often well-armed and well-financed organizations. And then what happens? A soldier gets smoked, a reason to escalate. Right? No? A reason to escalate. Then what happens? We end up with a war, a Mexican-American war. The fuck? But then again, they're still Americans too, no? They're Americans too. We're United Statesians. Shit is a clusterfuck, boy. Unilateral military assaults on cartels will be marked. Oh, we seen that. A sustained campaign would also likely raise further issues related to Mr. Trompito's push to use the military more aggressively to back a variety of his policies, often in the face of legal and constitutional constraints. Past U.S. military involvement in countering drug operations in Latin America have sometimes pushed at legal limits, but those operations were framed as providing support for law enforcement officers. This ain't them giving up no support. This is them going out there and being the rug police. You know what I mean? In 1989, President George H.W. Bush sent more than 20,000 troops into Panama to arrest the strongman leader Manuel Noriega, who we're going to speak about probably again later, who had been indicted in the United States on charges of drug trafficking. Head of the operation, William P. Barr, who then led the Office of Legal Counsel and was the Attorney General in Mr. Trompito's first term, wrote a disputed memo saying it was within Mr. Bush's authority to direct law enforcement arrests of fugitives overseas without the consent of foreign states. The United Nations General Assembly condemned the Panama action as a flagrant violation of international law. Yeah, we can't figure it out. We playing games with constitutions and other people's sovereignty. I mean, it sucks being held against your will. I didn't understand my father's debt at first. I do now, and I'm unable to safely have a family now. That conversation went from... Oh, did I jump into a conversation y'all were having? Hold on, man. Y'all fucking me up.
You don't want no problems.
Okay, that's a y'all conversation, I think. Look at that. It's hot as titty sweat in here, boy. Shout out Miguel Lopez on the check-in. Shout out Tere on the check-in. I want to meet the person who says no. Hello, everyone. My family doing good. Salutes. All right. 6436 right there. Let's get it. In the 1990s, the U.S. military...
You don't want no problems.
In the 1990s, the U.S. military assisted Colombian and Peruvian anti-drug law enforcement activities by sharing information about civilian flights suspected of carrying drugs, like radar data and communications intercepts. But after those governments started shooting down such planes, the Clinton administration in 1994 halted the assistance for months. My brain instantly stops at words that I feel might be problematic and shit. It's crazy. To the censorship on YouTube. The Office of Legal Counsel produced an opinion saying that military officers who provide such information while knowing it would be used to summarily shoot down those aircraft could be putting themselves at risk of later prosecution. Congress eventually modified U.S. law to permit such assistance. See, that's what Trompito's doing. He just pushes the button. He don't care the fallout. And then when there's fallout, they just adjust the laws around those fallouts. That's all that is. Ain't shit new. Nothing different. And the Navy has long participated in intercepting vessels in international waters that are suspected of smuggling drugs towards the United States. But naval ships typically do so as law enforcement operation, working under the command of a U.S. Coast Guard officer, under an 1878 law called the Posse Comitatus Act. It is generally illegal to use the military to perform law enforcement functions. Okay? Cut the shit. The U.S. military has also conducted joint anti-drug training exercises with other countries, including the Colombians, and Mexican troops. The military also provided equipment and aircraft to former Drug Enforcement Administration squads that mentored and deployed with and sometimes got into firefights alongside local anti-rug officers in countries like Honduras. The program ended in 2017. Wow. But Mr. Trompito's new directive appears to envision a different approach, focused on U.S. forces directly capturing or unaliving people involved in the rug trade. Soldiers, smoking rug dealers. That's what he's on. Does it matter? Matters. It matters when something goes wrong. Labeling the Cartels as terrorist groups allowed the United States to use other elements of American power intelligence agencies let me end that. Labeling the Cartels as terrorist groups allows the United States to use other elements of American power intelligence agencies, the Department of Defense, whatever, to target these groups if we have an opportunity to do it. Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State and National Security Advisor, said on Thursday in an interview with Catholic news outlets EWTN. We have to start treating them as armed terrorist organizations, not simply rug dealing organizations. Okay. So as far as they're concerned, they're pirates. And they on their ass. We're going to start seeing shit like when they gun down the pirates in the boats, we're going to start seeing that shit. Legal specialists said that under U.S. law, imposing sanctions against a group by declaring it a terrorist entity can block its assets and make it harder for its members to do business or travel, but does not provide legal authority for wartime style operation targeting it with armed force. You know what I'm saying? In his first term, Mr. Trompito became captivated by the idea of bombing. I think that was the worst word that I could have used right there. Blowing up rug labs in Mexico, an idea his defense secretary at the time, Mark T. Esper, later portrayed as ludicrous in his memoir, and which provoked outrage from Mexican officials. Do you remember that I showed you an AI video? Or I didn't get to show you because it disappeared. There was an AI video, and the thumbnail was Trompito's face and some jets flying to Mexico to blow shit up. If AI is talking about, maybe AI knew that this was already in the plans and shit. Who knows? The idea of using military force, however, took root among Republicans and became a talking point in 2024 election cycle. Mr. Trump vowed on the campaign trail to deploy special operations troops and naval forces to, as he put it, declare war on the Cartels. America. Where's Miguel Lopez? America.
You don't want no problems.
The like button. Shout out Tone Low. So we're going to start seeing hits like the ones on the Middle East. Like ones in the Middle East. I mean, we're going to start seeing what we see with them pirates. I hate Cartels, but if you don't think CJ&G is in complete control, you're mistaken. Chapo's blood is leaving. Is it obvious enough? Maybe to you, bro. You got to figure it out. They got complete control. So much control that they lost the golden child. That's what it sounds like, Velez. Facts. Shout out Miguel Lopez.
You don't want no problems.
I'm about to dead that poll. Make sure you vote. Get your vote in. The retired Rear Admiral James E. McPherson, who served as the top uniformed lawyer for the Navy in the early 2000s, said it would be a major breach of international law. Trompito don't give a shit, bro. He don't give a shit. Shout out Tone Loc. He's after that 50 million that they done dropped on motherfucking Maduro's head. Right? A major breach of international law to use military force in another country's territory and without its government's consent, unless certain exceptions were met, but that such limits do not apply to unflagged vessels in international waters. There are also domestic legal constraints. Congress legally authorized the use of military force against Al Qaeda after the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001. But that authorization does not extend to any and all groups the executive branch calls terrorists. That means military action against Cartels would apparently have to rely on a claim about Mr. Trompito's constitutional authority to act in national self-defense, perhaps against FETIWAP overdoses. Open more rehabs, bro. No? Didn't he close everything? He closed everything. No mental hospitals, no nothing. That means military action against Cartels would have apparently relied on a claim that Mr. Trompito's constitutional authority to act in national self-defense, perhaps against FETIWAP overdoses. Admiral McPherson noted that the administration has pushed aggressively broad understandings of Mr. Trompito's unilateral power. It is not clear what rules of engagement would govern military. They don't know either. They just doing. We'll figure out if we supposed to or if it's legal. We'll figure that shit out after we do it. That's what they on. If you do that shit, you going to jail. It is not clear what rules of engagement will govern military action against Cartels, but any operation that set out to kill people based on their suspected status as members of a sanctioned cartel and outside the context of an armed conflict would raise legal issues involving laws against unaliving and a long-standing executive order banning assassinatos. Brian Finucane, a former State Department lawyer who's a specialist in the laws of war, said Brian Finucane, under traditional executive branch lawyering, it would be hard to see some random rug trafficker meeting the threshold for the self-defense exception to the assassination ban. Alternatively, the military could carry out capture operations, reserving lethal force for self-defense if troops met resistance. Meaning, they can't just get out there and start smoking motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And, motherfuckers frustrate me. They can't just go out smoking motherfuckers. But, they're like, but, if we're in a gunfight, and some shit go down, then it went down. Right? That's what they're talking about right there.
You don't want no problems.
Bro, you off your meds today, Robert? The fuck is you talking about? I said too much. Allegedly. I pray for y'all safety. Yeah, I'm good. But I appreciate you. Shout out Brendan Himes checking in. Salutes.
You don't want no problems.
Under tradition, no, we did that. Yeah, self-defense if troops met resistance. But captures could raise other tricky legal issues. Mr. Finucane added, including about the scope of the military's ability to hold prisoners on as wartime-style detainees without congressional authorization, or the military could instead transfer any prisoners to the Justice Department for prosecution in civilian court. In February, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth fired the top lawyers for the military services, or Judge Advocates General. The three-star uniformed lawyers are supposed to give independent and non-political advice about international laws of war and domestic legal constraints on the armed forces. The administration has also largely sidelined the Office of Legal Counsel, the Justice Department arm that traditionally serves as a powerful gatekeeper in American government, including by deciding whether proposed policies are legally permissible. Checks and balances, man. You gotta make sure these motherfuckers ain't flew off the deep end. They just out there doing and saying whatever they want. You know what I mean? Late last month, the Senate confirmed Earl Matthews to be Pentagon General Counsel and T. Elliott Geiser to lead the Office of Legal Counsel. Interpreting what would be legally permissible in terms of using military force against Bartels may be an early test for both of the new appointees. The push to label Bartels as terrorist organizations has extended to several that are based in Mexico, as well as a coalition of Haitian gangas that have helped plunge their country into chaos. In April, Mr. Trompito proposed to President Claudia Sheinbaum of Mexico that she allow the U.S. military to fight drug cartels on her nation's soil, but she rejected the idea. She said, fuck that. She ain't going. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Where we at here? We got one more paragraph. All right, this is the guy they want right here. They want his chains and shit. They want that key. You ain't giving dude up for 50 mil? That's the poll. You ain't giving up dude for 50 mil? You know that he's going to go to a specific donut shop and shit? In announcing 2 weeks ago that it was imposing sanctions on the Venezuelan group Cartel de los Soles, the Treasury Department accused the Bartel of providing material support to Tren de Aragua and the Sinaloa Bartel in Mexico, which is said in turn were threatening the peace and security of the United States. 2 days later, Mr. Rubio issued a statement accusing Mr. Maduro of stealing elections and saying he was not the president of Venezuela and that his regime is not the legitimate government. Maduro is the leader of the designated narco-terrorist organization Cartel de los Soles, and he is responsible for trafficking drugs into the United States and Europe, Mr. Rubio said. Maduro, currently indicted by our nation, has corrupted Venezuela's institutions to assist the Bartels' criminal narco trafficking scheme into the United States. The question of how to combat Bartels trafficking drugs, people, and other illicit goods has animated much of Mr. Trompito's domestic and foreign policy in his second term. Early on, the United States stepped up secret drone flights over Mexico, secret, to hunt for FediWap labs, according to U.S. officials. The covert program began under the Biden administration but intensified under Mr. Trump as he and his CIA director, John Ratcliffe, vowed more aggressive action against Mexican Bartels. The CIA has not been authorized to use drone strikes to take lethal action, and officials do not envision employing that option. For now, CIA officers in Mexico pass information collected by the drones to Mexican officials. Robert, you teaching a class today? What are you talking about, though? You're on a tangent. I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
You don't want no problems.
In addition to CIA's efforts, the U.S. military's Northern Command has also expanded its surveillance of the border, but the U.S. military, unlike the spy agency, is not entering Mexico airspace. Northern Command has conducted about 330 surveillance flights over the U.S. border with Mexico using a variety of surveillance aircraft, including U-2s, RC-135, rivet joints, P-8s, and drones, according to military officials. So there it is. Trompito gave the green light. We're going to see what that turns into, what that looks like. Does anybody have anything to say about that before we are done with this topic? Trompito gave the green light. Yeah, don't worry. We'll figure out if it's legal later. Who gives a shit? You don't need to know now. Right? I'd love to know what the fuck y'all was talking about in here, boy. I have to go back in the chat. All right, salutes.
You don't want no problems.
All right, those are markers for those that don't know. Putting up markers. Hold on, I'm reading something, y'all. I'm trying to understand something. What the fuck is that random around here? the phones. Everybody off their phones. Yeah, you get into your personals and shit over here. Yeah. The boy having a good Friday, all right? Just chill out. Enjoy your time. Talk your shit. We just need to understand. I just needed to understand. And I don't understand. So, yeah, saca la bolsita, all right? The bar is officially open, y'all. The bar will remain open until I close it. I don't know if I have to get a graphic or something to put on the screen for the future. But, and for those that would like to, if you'd still like to spin the wheel and test your fucking... But that's it, man. That's the end of that Trompito story. Let's check this poll right here. This is the poll, we got 23 votes. Get in there right now and put your vote in. 70% say yes. For 50 million, I'm giving up someone I don't know. 50 million. But my point in that is, a lot of these dudes that talk that stand tall shit, they taking that 50 million. And the United States knows that. Them numbers keep going up. But whoever collected it, I believe Jay Flores told me that somebody from Rafael Caro Quintero's family turned him in for like 25 mil or some shit. So I guess people do claim those wanted posters and shit. All right, shout out JFL on the check-in. Salutes.
Velas 408 sent $9.99 on YouTube.
Mango status. Salutes. All right. Shout out Split That Pie on the check-in. Appreciate you. Salutes Velez for the $9.99 super chat. The Mango. Let's go see what I got in there. And then I'm going to move on from this subject matter. And we'll see what it looks like, man. We'll see what it looks like when the next submarines come in and they pull up on the USS Trompito, and the USS Trompito says, I herald your end. Whoever gets that 50 million will be allowed to stay in the United States. They'll be allowed to stay wherever the fuck they want. 50 million, boy. They ain't gonna take that shit and run. Got a new face. Got a new everything, boy. 50 million. Salute, Split That Pie. All right, let me give Velez his reply. I can only do it from over here. Wow. Right. Stop this recording. Stop this remux. And gravy. Let's get this the fuck out of here. Next on the agenda is Chapito's rights violation. Let's get it. All right, Hunter's up in the chat for y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out. So far we covered Trompito, green lighting, the Cartels. No, it's all a variety pack from what I could tell. All a variety pack. All right, we're not gonna listen to this whole video. Let me see if this video has the English track. Yeah, it does have the English track.
Release that Joaquin El Chapo Guzman sent to Judge Brian Cobb, also in the
All right, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go get my beers. Shout out Raven. I'm gonna go get my beer, and I'll be back, or my drink, and I'll be back. Gotta refresh my hydration. I hope everybody's having a good time. Robert, hope you're having a good day. Salutes to everybody. Salutes to the chat. Salutes to the wrenches. Boom. All right, y'all check this out while I go get my drink. Here, let me do this. It sounds like, it says, what did U.S. authorities respond to Joaquin Guzman's letter? Right? Sounds like Chapo's been reaching out. Let's see what he's talking about.
Look, on Monday, a letter was released that Joaquin El Chapo Guzman sent to Judge Brian Cogg, also in the United States, of course, because he is already incarcerated. He was tried there, and what we know. Well, this is to report that he is being held incommunicado, asking the judge to intervene. Today, the judge of the Brooklyn Federal Court notified Joaquin El Chapo Guzman that he has no jurisdiction in his case and denied his request. He argued that Joaquin El Chapo Guzman is incarcerated in Colorado, and in any case, the Bureau of Prisons is responsible for his conditions of imprisonment. And by the way, he also pointed out to El Chapo that he cannot represent himself and has to make those requests through his lawyer. Arturo Angel, how are you, dear Arturo Angel? A lot of...
Alright, we made it to Arturo Angel. Got my drink, got a mango. Found a mango up in there, motherfucker. That's what it was. I took the pineapples with me yesterday and left the mangoes here. Alright, smoke them if you got them, drink them if you got them. If you're sober, here's a hug from me to you. Salute to everybody out there traveling. To all our truck drivers, drive safe. And to everybody headed to wherever they're headed, safe travels. Let's get it. What she was talking about over here?
Look, on Monday, a letter was released that Joaquin El Chapo Guzman sent to Judge Brian Cogg, also in the United States, of course, because he is already incarcerated. He was tried there, and what we know. Well, this is to report that he is being held incommunicado, asking the judge to intervene. Today, the judge of the Brooklyn Federal Court notified Joaquin El Chapo Guzman that he has no jurisdiction in his case and denied his request. He argued that Joaquin El Chapo Guzman is incarcerated in Colorado, and in any case, the Bureau of Prisons is responsible for his conditions of imprisonment. And by the way, he also pointed out to El Chapo that he cannot represent himself and has to make those requests through his lawyer. Arturo Angel, how are you, dear Arturo Angel? A lot of movement over there.
So, poachers reaching out. Yeah, shout out KLT. Poachers reaching out to the judge to tell the judge that he got shit to do. He got motions to do, and he hasn't been able to talk to anybody. His lawyers, anybody. And the judge told him, well, I don't represent you, Papas, and you can't just reach out straight to me. You got to talk to your lawyers. Huh? Wait a minute, what are we talking about here?
In the United States. Good evening. How are you, Elisa? Very good evening. Yes, an intense week, isn't it? Various news items from here as always. And with so many cases that we have now, yes, they're in here with so many cases, right? And others that will come soon. I was already commenting on this request from Chapo, right? To begin with, now, yes, because of the latest information that we gave, of very important things that are happening there.
Don't worry, just listen to the goofy ass AI and we'll get clarification out of it.
In the United States, but Judge Brian Cogan does not want to grant him that, or to see if his request can be fulfilled or not, from what I understand. But you will explain to us, dear Arturo Angel. But, well, now, excuse me, but this is not the window. You have to go to the window across the street, right? Over there in Colorado, or how is the situation?
Yes. What am I saying? I think that part of the consequences of being in a prison of that severity, right? Like the one Chapo Guzman is in this supermax prison or super maximum security in Florence. That's what Florence is called, because there's a town right there near this penal colony.
Damn, AI is stupid as fuck on YouTube. No. Saying this. Shut your dumb ass up. I was looking forward to this feature popping up on YouTube where you could just change the audio track. Pero coño, man. That shit's crazy.
Rocky Mountains, right? In the state of Colorado, and that's basically considered the highest level prison in terms.
And that right there is it. It's like Robert did say something here that made absolute sense. He said when you're in the ADX, it's part of the game getting it's part of the game getting your rights violated. You know what I mean? He's writing a letter to the judge about not being able to see his lawyers, and the judge is telling him, "You can't talk to me. You got to talk to your lawyers." What?
Of security in the United States. A prison.
Now, why is he reaching out? Does he want to talk? There's more to the. We got more to the story. Is there more to the story? Damn, I didn't start my other streams today. I started Kick. I didn't start Twitch. It's too many things. Not enough me. God damn.
You don't want no problems.
Salutes to the Twitch stream. I mean, don't be nobody over there anyway, but I just like being consistent. You know what I mean? We got all our viewers over here. Se quedó pegado. He was stuck. This. Bien pendejo el AI.
Designed for the worst criminals basically in the country, right? And Chapo, in effect, sent a letter to Judge Ryan Cogan, by the way, quite complicated to read, right? The court had to do a translation, but also a summary translation because it wasn't just the issue that it was in Spanish, but it was full of spelling mistakes and syntax errors. Even for his others, it was difficult to understand it.
So that means Chapo could barely write. Motherfucker be like, he didn't have to write. Alright, I'm just saying. They had to translate that shit and decode that shit. Alright?
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
But anyway, what Chapo was asking for was to be allowed to see a new lawyer, right? The one who has joined his defense team. We don't know if he wants to find a new strategy. Maybe Elisa has already changed her mind and now wants to cooperate. Or if it has something to do with the issue of the children,
Maybe now he wants to cooperate? You mean not like the time that he told them that he wasn't the boss, but that Yoma was? Something aside from that? Oh. Maybe he wants to cooperate.
don't know. But the point is that what Chapo Guzman was telling Judge Brian Cogan is that the prison authorities won't let him see his lawyer. They won't let him talk. The lawyer had even sent Chapo a few letters, but they just won't give them to him.
Lawyers like shit. Sounds like the Board of Prisons problems, bruh. They ain't got shit to do with me.
Judge Cogan's response was forceful in that he can't make a request to the prison authorities of this jail, basically for two reasons, Elisa. 1, because he says it's not their jurisdiction. Basically, first, if he believes that his constitutional rights, such as
Shout out Diego for the subscription. Appreciate you.
being able to speak with his lawyer, are not being respected, then what he has to do is exhaust all administrative remedies available to the criminal justice authorities in the United States. And if that still fails, then he can file an appeal, but before the Colorado
Diego just subscribed on YouTube.
Shout out Diego. Salutes to you, sir. Appreciate you. Welcome.
State Court and not in New York, it is administrative remedies of his lawyer are not being respected, then what he has to do is exhaust all administrative remedies available to the criminal justice authorities in the United States. And if that still fails, then he can file an appeal, but before the Colorado State Court and not in New York, it is not a jurisdiction.
AKA, you gotta do it the right way. You gotta do it the right way. All right. Salute. Let me get in the chat.
You don't want no problems.
Shout out Velez, the main goat. They said I'm from Colorado. I met a few guards from there. They don't about them ADX. You missed something there, Tede. I don't know what you was trying to say right there. They don't play about them ADX. No, it seems like it. He's popped. He's sitting.
You don't want no problems.
Shout out Shannon. Always look forward to Friday night, hanging out, doing hood rat stuff with my friends.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
Like Friday night too, Shannon. Something to look forward to. I appreciate y'all. Body cams, bow. Yeah, I gotta put that playlist links in the Discord. And the links for the other channels.
You don't want no problems.
The other reason is that Judge Kogan also says that Guzman cannot write letters personally and then also send them to his lawyer, but rather the contact must be through the lawyer that Guzman himself had previously stated in a letter that he wanted to represent him and who is now saying that they cannot see him.
That just sounds like
When
a circle
Judge
jerk. It sounds like you're not allowed to talk to your lawyer, Papas. That's it.
Brian Kogan says, the request has to come from his lawyer. In any case, it does not have to come from you because you have all...
You gotta tell your lawyer that you can't talk to your lawyer, so that your lawyer can send me a letter on behalf of you, telling me that you can't talk to your lawyer. That's the only way you can send letters to me. So go talk to your lawyer that you're writing me a letter about not being able to talk to. Get her done. The system's funny, boy. Yeah, they don't play about ADX. Prisoners stay locked up, and this way before Chapo's time. I don't doubt it. Yeah, he doesn't realize he has no strings to pull anymore. He can't buy his way out anymore. Now, what this did do was cause publicity for him and bring up the thought to the American government that maybe he wants to talk. Maybe he got something to talk about. Maybe now they send a letter to him. Who knows? All right, I'm about to end this poll. 30 votes. 73% say yes. They'd give up someone they didn't know for the 50 million. 50
million.
27% said no. They're going to mind their business. Poll done. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. So maybe, maybe the United States government say, hey, man, hold on. He trying to send letters? We trying to get everything we can get. So let him talk to us. And, maybe we'll knock off 100 years from his sentence or something. I don't know.
Already appointed a lawyer. Beyond the fact that if this lawyer has problems and they don't let him talk to you, then his lawyer is the one who has to notify the court. But anyway, Kogan says, even if he did, this wouldn't be the appropriate instance. So, Chapo Guzman is clearly having a hard time, while at the same time we see both his sons and his...
And it is a hard time. I feel like John Good is onto something. He want a softer pillow. He's like, come on, man. Fuck. Do something for me. You know what I mean? Fuck.
You don't want no problems.
Alright. Shout out Eddie Jimenez on the check-in. Shout out Working Man on the check-in. Saludos. I wouldn't give up nobody. I'm just not that guy. Trusting the Lord for my blessings. Good for you, sir. Good for you. To the ones who said no, power to you. Salutes. Alright. But that's what they're banking on. But see, my point in that poll is that a lot of the guys that do say that they nothing, no cooperation, shit. They out of there. They out of there. They pretty much have no rights. Shout out Teddy. Not playing games. Eddie Jimenez, why you clap Working Man? What the fuck just happened? Can you bring him back, please? Or can you tell me how long you clapped him for? Or did you just delete his message? He and Alfredo are locked up together. Alfredo who? Oh no, he's back. Nah, you right. A lot of them be talking. Yeah. They didn't want to come in and talk about that poll today. They didn't want no part of that shit. I just don't have that big of aspirations. I have $50 million aspirations, yeah. But again, yeah, I don't have to serve nobody up for that shit. Did I get clapped? No, you didn't get clapped. You good. He just yeah. Shout out Eddie Jimenez. Sorry, my bad. Power to you. If you don't know, I'm telling you. Salutes. Salutes JP on the check-in. Salute Shah Il, my dude, Il Cartel members in chat. I hope you've all had a blessed and grateful hood rat shit with my friends Friday.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
Like and subscribe to the great quality content is free. Oh, Alfredo Bertrand's cousin, he should catch him at the lunch table and fuck him up. You know? Hey, I remember you son of a bitch. You did me dirty. Let's get it.
Former partner, Mayo Zambada, trying to push through their cases. Elisa, and I think they're precisely trying to avoid not only the death penalty, like in Mayo Zambada's case, but even ending up in prison, like the one Chapo Guzman is in.
Wait, who's he talking about? The Chapitos?
Guzman is clearly having a hard time, while at the same time we see both his sons and his former partner, Mayo Zambada, trying to push through their cases.
They took it off the table
Elisa,
for Mayo.
and I think they're precisely trying to avoid not only the death penalty, like in Mayo Zambada's case, but even ending up in prison, like the one Chapo Guzman is in. In the case of Chapo's sons, Ovier and Joaquin Guzman Lopez, I think they are young people. It's also very clear that they are already cooperating. In the case of Ovidio, it was already confirmed at the hearing that he is a cooperating witness. Surely in September we will see something happen.
Oh, man. He's a cooperating witness. Say it ain't so, man. You gonna put on your jersey and shit, come in like a fucking wrecking ball? Like this one? Stop it. So that I said, if I don't know you, I'm telling. 50 million. I was cleaning up my messages and hit that. Had my 4th eye surgery this past Monday. Vision still blurry. Salutes to you, sir. Hope your shit clears up. Right? Hope it was a successful surgery and everything goes according to plan. Ya llegó el que faltaba. Es viernes y el cuerpo lo sabe, Jonathan. Nice to have you here. Salutes, JP. Yeah, salutes to Eddie's eyes. Shout out Karen from Germany. Salutes to you. Leave that DNA on the button. Put your DNA all over that button, motherfuckers. Alright, boom.
Happened with Joaquin Guzman Lopez, but in the case of Elisa del Mayo Zambada, well, I think that, maybe he is very important. He is obviously the founder of the Sinaloa cartel. Is it complicated? How much can he win? He has already faced the death penalty, as was already explained this week.
He got that taken off the table. Why? Why is Yoma no longer subject to the unaliving penalty? Because maybe he's going to say something to somebody who needs to hear something be said. He already told us that he was snatched. He already told us that that's cooperation, bro. He gave evidence through his letter. That's what that is. They love to throw the founder word around. That's the game right now. Throw all the words around. Cartel, the founder, the boss of all bosses, the jefe of jefes, jefe. No mames, wey.
No mommy's weak.
Shout out JP. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm always saying I ain't snitching and shit, but for 50 million, I don't know that bitch ass Venezuelan communist dictator. You know, if you know that motherfucker's going to get a sandwich that day, you on his ass, huh, JP? I gave everybody the out with the not knowing them.
The United States has removed that component from the table, but the process continues, and and I honestly see it as very complicated that someone like El Mayo Zambada is going to avoid, well, a life sentence, very possibly. But at least...
Yeah, I don't see that old man seeing the light of day ever again. None of them. Not him, not the other one. The Chapitos, yeah. I can see them getting out. But Yoma and Pocha, nah, man. I don't see that shit happening. I don't see that happening. Shout out of Pal on the check-in.
He will surely seek, to avoid a prison like the one where El Chapo Guzman is, suffering the canes, as we are seeing. Yes, so, for now, El Mayo has already avoided the death penalty. As, we learned this week, the cards have been dealt. Anyway, we have already announced these 3 cases, El Viceroy, El Mayo, and Caro Quintero. That surprised me, because I thought the DIA wasn't going to let him reach an agreement and avoid the death penalty for the torture and murder of Kike Camarena. It didn't seem that difficult, but anyway, for now these 3 are with different judges, but in Brooklyn, right? They're in New York, and on the other hand, he could avoid a prison like the one El Chapo is currently in, this maximum security confinement, and we'll see
That's
if
what it is. Everybody's just trying to avoid an ADX stay. Send me to a nice cushy prison with a soft pillow. I'll give you everything, because I know I'm not getting out.
The agreements between the sons also affect Chapo himself, right? Well, perhaps at some point it could be a valid theory that perhaps the father could be taken somewhere else at some point. I mean, in this case, the United States has a wide range of maneuvers, but a lot depends on the quality of information that El Chapo's sons provide, right? I think that, as I said, the information provided by Ovidio, Joaquin Guzman Lopez, and even in the case of Mayo Zambada, that we will not know unless it possibly results in criminal proceedings or other things, such as the designations that are later made by the Treasury Department or other types of sanctions. The withdrawal of hearings could very likely also come from people that the United States identifies thanks to the information provided by their cooperating witnesses. But what I do believe will be a sign of how important the information provided by these people is, Elisa, is based on the benefits that we see that they begin to receive. So, well, it will be interesting. In the case of Mayo Zambada, let's remember that on August 25th he has his follow-up hearing here in Brooklyn, and let's see if at that hearing there is at least confirmation of a possible negotiation for Mayo Zambada to change his plea of not guilty that I initially gave and, perhaps, seek to avoid the investigation.
Yes. Listen, and also...
Yeah, he don't want none of that shit. He just wants to cut a deal and kick rocks. Right? So there it is as far as that subject goes. Chapo's writing letters to the judge. The judge is telling him, you got to write letters through your lawyer. Chapo's saying, but I'm writing you letters because they don't let me talk to my lawyer. So it's all a circle jerk. He's, like John Good said, he's having a rough time. And I can't feel bad for him. He violated other people's rights. So, what do I care? You know what I mean? There was people he denied water. There was people he denied whatever. People that probably didn't deserve what came for them. Right? Shout out to Pal. We got a Mama Bicho in the building with an obsession. Mama Werewolves.
You don't want no problems.
I read that all the capos got off the unaliving penalty because it can cause issues with Mexico. Meaning the family can sue if they get the unaliving penalty. Probably true. Quite possible. Or the motherfuckers is telling. You know what I'm saying? But it's quite possible. Shout out Shannon. Show shots some appreciation for all the hard work and persevering through all the BS El Tubo puts in his way. Hit the like button on your way in. I appreciate you. Thank you. Are all rats equal? You tell me. Is it all the same thing? Or are there gray areas? Are you a different level of rat than the next rat? Or what? That you answer the questions, Mauricio. Thanks to all. My issues due to diabetes complications. Sorry to be off topic, but please take diabetes serious. It's a silent killer. I need you to have a conversation with the homie Zaya. Me, I think about my Oreo cookies. I think about them a lot. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get them all the time, but I think about them a lot, and that shit runs in my family, and that's their worst fear for me. The homie Zaya, I believe he got the shit already. And again, I only speak his business out loud because he speaks his business out loud and you know, on his channel. But that's I want you to have that conversation with that motherfucker. I hope he don't wait too long to get that shit in line. Shout out Al the Pal, everyone a rat in the game, majority. Very true, Eddie Jimenez. They made it to the show. The Bridge Troll, the #1 fans. Can you imagine being a rat but you think you're not a rat because their boss became rats? No, they didn't say that they didn't think they're rats no more. I think you a rat though, for sure. Do you know who El Machiavellico? They took him off platform Spotify. Yeah, they sanctioned him. We were gonna get to that, but again, we got a lot of these stories, so we'll see if we get to it. He's affiliated with CDN, the New Zetas. He made a cumbia, El Jefe de Nuevo Laredo cumbia about Z40. Yeah, I did hear that they sanctioned them. They're probably singing like a beautiful canary, a little canary bird. Let's lose.
You don't want no problems.
I don't know how much recourse Chapo has. Do y'all think he's gonna get to talk to his lawyer, or they're gonna tell him, hold it there. We don't care. Fuck, we care about. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he sounds like he's just you in an ADX, Papa. You got caught. You're there. Now, if he wants to talk, now that they got publicity about that, then maybe he'll get somewhere. Maybe the government come look for him. Unless they feel like they're done with him. And if that's the case, oh man, get comfortable. And if you can't, it's your problem. Yeah, we got into a whole medical conversation, but I agree. Boom.
You don't want no problems.
So there it is for that. I'm gonna move on. Do you think Chapo and Mayo are gonna play handball together in jail? I think you wish you could play handball with the both of them at the same time. Cause you figure you got two hands, huh? I feel like you want to play handball with them. And gaze into their eyes. And when we eventually put this one in the bathroom, it's an alt. So that one goes hidden for life. It goes to the upper room. The upper room. We're not there yet. But when it's time for him to go, he don't go to the bathroom.
Put him in the fucking bedroom.
I know that's an alt. And alts, they go to the upper room. The upper room. That's just somebody who got put out of here who came back with an alt. That's all that is. An obsessive. Because they mad because even though I tell them to fuck off, they still gonna watch. And sometimes they want to talk, you know. That's what Maurichos do. Alright. Let's get to this Mayo situation here. We got a 5-minute joint from Millennial that I probably could have backed up the last time we talked about this. We talked about this right as it was developing. But I'll put this on the edited version. And let's ask the questions why. And maybe this is what Tere was talking about. Shout out Tere. So Isaiah and Pebs are both diabetes. Diabetes. How they pronounce it. Confirmed. I know Zaya gets horrible migraines on days they do fire sales and causing him to miss a day. Yeah, he need to chill the fuck out. Because, yeah, I know what that shit does. And, yeah, he need to chill the fuck out. Blessings to him. He'll figure it out.
Diabetes is no joke. It's hard, but eat healthy. Take care of yourself. It's for your own good. The results in the end are worse. Best wishes. Salute. This guy's whack. This dude tries to make gay jokes because he's trying to come out the closet. This dude is undercover gay. Papa, all I said was you wanted to play handball with them at the same time. How is that a gay joke, bro? You're not that clever, Tone. That's why your name is Tone 1. And you got no fucking image, no avatar. You're a smoker. Now, if I wanted to make gay jokes about you, I could make some pretty good gay jokes about you. You know what I'm saying? Salute steady. Definitely a silent killer. My mom unalive from it. Please do take care and change your eating habits and exercise. Salute to you, Teddy. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing that. Sorry for your loss. Lost my mom as well to other health reasons, but I feel your pain. Salutes. I still ain't got into my power chat, man. I need to get in my power chat. I'm having problems with it. Shot, put him in the bathroom. We're gonna get there eventually, but he's not going in the bathroom. He goes straight to the upper room. The upper room. Or as JP would like to send him to hell. He'd probably go to where JP would send him to hell. Right? I let him wear himself out. Shout out Split That Pie. Salute. Now I understand. Oh, man, you crazy. That's why we weren't talking about them today. Seems their meat is in your mouth, huh? You're using your pole smoker to talk about them in my chat. You're so heated right now. You're so triggered. You know what I mean? But it sounds like their meat is in your mouth. Because we over here talking about these other goofy motherfuckers, man. You a whole Tone. A whole putita. Shout out Delcio on the check-in. Appreciate you, sir. Salutes. Thank you for being here. Dub Reefer, did we have to put you out of here one time too? Dub Reefer 1. I wonder if you and Tone 1 are the same guy. I just wonder sometimes. Which one's gonna end up fucking up? Salutes to you, Dub Rifer. Dub. Alright. Let me knock this down quickly. Oh, give me a second. Hundreds up in the chat for y'all. You know we're doing good when the mamarichos arrive. Next topic we're going to talk about is why did they take the unaliving sentence off the table for Yoma? And again, maybe it's what maybe it's what Tere was talking about. Tere said, Shy, what happened to the WD-40 for that chair? I flipped this bitch over to do that shit, and then I didn't know where to. I said, you know what? Let me. It was too close to the live stream, and then I never did it. All right. Also gonna handle that business. All right. It's gonna get done. That, or I'm gonna have the loudest chair on the internet, and I probably got the loudest chair on the internet right now. But this chair only got loud doing this show for the last 2 years, and you know it's taking this chair get a lot of ass. All right. But right now, it is what it is right now at this moment. Let me see. Bow. Give me a sec. Let's do this. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. Mauricio got quiet? Of course he does. Amy's boyfriend. Wait. We terrified of Amy's around here. Is it Amy's boyfriend? Shout out. Oh, Miguel Sanchez. Miguel Sanchez is back. You guys got to keep track of these savages. Just pay attention. They end up in the fucking bathroom. How much time do you think a video get? I say 25 years. A lot are saying life. 25 years? I say he get 15 years. And he does 12. 11. We'll see. He had a whole Culiacanazo on his ass, so who knows? I cumplido mi condena. Salud, Velez. For the mango. Had a friend whose mother was diagnosed with the C word. She went through her treatment. She was C word free today. So that's good news. It's on its own soundboard. What is? That is part of the show sound effect. Oh, the chair? Fucking with my chair. So that I got her eye on this mom. Well, all right. The chair got to be on. Well, guess what? When we do oil it up or get a new chair, I will make a sound of it and put it on the soundboard just for old time's sake. You know? Just for old time's sake. Boom. There we go. I can do that. And let's go do this. Congratulations to her and her family. Salutes. It's awesome. I hate that C word. I hate that motherfucker too.
Roberta Garza. Good evening, dear Roberta. How are you, Elisa? How are you?
Salutes. Definitely great news. Hey, bro, you gotta do better than that, man. We master roasters over here, Tone. I have nothing to work on with you, right? I don't know who you are. I just know your name is Tone One and you got a green fucking T emoji, right? But I could break down who you are as a human being. All you could do is come with fat jokes. Fat joke don't mean shit from somebody like you to somebody like me. You're nothing. Congrats on the friend's mom. C-word is not racist at all. What you mean? Oh no, it's definitely not racist. That motherfucker ain't racist. Definitely not racist. That motherfucker on everybody's ass. For sure. Right? Absolutely for sure. Alright, I got clearance. You know I don't spread nobody's business out like that, but I got clearance from King Chaz. So King Chaz's mama was diagnosed with the C word, and King Chaz and his brother was going out to visit her and making sure she was good and trying to be there with her, and it was a hard fight, but she fought that shit and she is C word free today. So salutes to King Chaz, salutes to his mama. That's what he came over here to tell me the other night, but we was live, so he didn't get into it. But salutes to him. She'd been on my mind, and you know, I've been asking, what's the good news on your mama? Shout out Shani. I had it a decade ago. Congratulations to her and congratulations to you. Salutes. I appreciate you. Alright. So salutes to my brother King Chaz and his mama. That's why he got nothing on his avatar. He's coming in here talking shit. Yeah, he just a mama huevo. He can't even get his messages right. He's fucking up. He's fumbling. We shook him. He's salty. He can't shake shit over here. The boy got 3 or 4 names and shit. Let's get it. Let me put this up here. He's shook. Shook his little whole ass up, man. There we go. I got a sign now, y'all. Bars open. Shots $15. Beers $10. Spin the wheel. $10. There you have it. Can't nobody tell me shit. Boom. Let's get it. Just salutes to the kings, queens. Salutes. Some guys used to say that's why I don't take my kids to Chuck E. Cheese for their birthday because they become big old red. Oh my goodness. Ain't that still stupid? It's stupid that you would mix your thoughts of family, not you, John, but people would mix their thoughts of family with all of that street bullshit that don't benefit nobody in the fucking family. You know what I mean? What are we talking about? Oh man, you guys shook him up. He mad over there. All right, let's get it. Let me start this recording. Let's get into this extra topic right here.
Roberta Garza. Good evening, dear Roberta. How are you, Elisa? How are you? Hey, as always, with all this crap, if I had to bet, I would have lost Roberta because...
Did she say with all this crap? The fuck? AI's wilding out. AI's wilding out.
I thought that Rafael Caro...
Tell me what it is. What is that? Oh, JP dropping shit. Salute.
Taro was going to start this story. This new story about terrorist groups that could face the death...
Shout out John Good. You know what pisses me off the most? Motherfuckers that have their kids and their kids be gangbanging and saying all this shit but they're little babies. I'd let her break your fucking face. Oh, but that's how he lived. Nah, that's what you taught him. That's all. He only know what you taught him. You know what I mean? Salute JP. JP dropping playlists and channels and all kind of shit in the chat. I appreciate him. Thank you for doing that, sir. Make sure y'all sub up to them channels. Make sure y'all check out those playlists. Hit that like button. Salutes to y'all. Salutes to JP. Yeah, humans ain't shit, boy. Humans make me mad. Let's get it.
Penalty. But no, what's happening?
You don't want no problems.
Especially since this presidency, where one of Donald Trump's first actions was to give instructions to Pan Bondi to execute the death sentences that were frozen during Biden's 6-year term, Biden's last 4-year term.
So, Trumpito told Pan Bondi to unfreeze all the frozen executions that they had. I'm sure that put Mayo and his legal team on notice. Like, coño, man, we ain't got one yet, but we gonna get one, and we don't want that problem. You know? Shout out ECA22 on the check-in. Appreciate you. Salute to these channels. It's going down on 4 Beginners Sunday. Sunday, 3 p.m. We're on the 4 Beginners channel. All right, which is this one right here. Make sure y'all hit that link. We're on the 4 Beginners Shy channel. And we'll be doing live music reviews and film reviews, audition reviews, all that good stuff. Oh, salutes JP. Thanks, JP. I didn't even think about those. I didn't even know those links. Salutes. English, motherfucker.
English, motherfucker.
No, the AI is wilding. The AI is wilding. So, boom.
You don't want no problems.
Trumpito told Pan Bondi Unfreeze those frozen executions that Biden froze.
And above all, he emphasized those who have charges
My
of
bad, I got this shit on my speed.
drug trafficking or organized crime.
He said especially freeze the drug trafficking ones.
Yes. So, this is a genuine surprise for everyone. There are several possible explanations. Let's see, and you're pointing it out well.
She says, so since Trumpito unfroze all of those frozen executions, why would they take that off the table for Yoma?
In the case of Vicente Carrillo and Mayo Zambada, we know that they were already negotiating with the prosecutors. So, it was expected that at some point it would be announced that the death penalty was off the table and that eventually it could be announced later that they had indeed provided some cooperation. As happened with Ovidio Guzman.
Cooperation. You hear that? Do it again.
In the case of Vicente Carrillo and Mayo Zambada, we know that they were already negotiating with the prosecutors. So, it was expected that at some point it would be announced that the death penalty was off the table and that eventually it could be announced later that they had indeed provided some cooperation, as happened with Ovidio Guzman, and that would have been the end of the matter. There would have been no trial, etc., etc. But Caro Quintero's case is special. I mean, let's remember the tremendous, hard-hitting scene they created with these 100 DEA agents surrounding him and, furthermore, we had no information whatsoever that Caro Quintero had been negotiating anything. Nothing had been offered to him, as was offered to all the other big capos who came to the United States in this batch of 29 people that the Mexican administration handed over.
Yeah, they weren't extradited, remember? They were expelled. They were expatriated. They were exed out. Lo mandaron pa'l carajo. They were sent to the back.
Put him in a fucking bench, Mike.
They were sent to the upper room.
The United States in the case, it was not handed over. It was handed over by the Chapitos, but not by the Mexican government, but it was not covered by the extradition treaty, which would have indicated that it would not be handed over to them, that is, that it would be handed over, but removing the death penalty from the table. So it is very curious. There are several explanations. One of them is that they are being considered, right? That the Mexican government in this last round of calls that it had with Donald Trump for the tariffs, it could have been for other things, reached an agreement to, let's say, remove the death penalty from the table. Well, yes, but then, why only these three?
Yeah. Let's see if tomorrow, in the coming weeks, the same pardon is offered to the other.
To the other who? Only those three what? They took it off the table for Yoma and for Rafael Caro Quintero? I'm confused, but that AI will do that shit to you.
20 or
26 prisoners who are missing and who could face the death penalty. We don't know, but it's interesting that if the Mexican government negotiated or made a pact or arranged or it was done through some diplomatic trickery, that it was only these three people and particularly Caro Quintero.
The other possibility, which we already know is the old saying that we all know, is that they negotiated something.
Caro Quintero, Carrillo Fuentes and Mayo have a lot to offer. Especially Mayo has a lot to offer.
Oh, Carrillo Fuentes, Yoma, and Rafael Caro Quintero. Those are the guys that they took it off the table?
Without a doubt. Yes. Caro Quintero, not so much because he wasn't active, because even from prison he was active running his cartel. But he was a capo whose past glories were long ago, not at that time. So he has little to offer.
We don't know, Elisa, why he was really offered this favor. It is not unusual, let's say, it is not characteristic of the Donald Trump administration to extend
these types of benefits to people who have every right to face the death penalty if they are found guilty.
They're using different voices on this AI for the same sentence. They wilding all the way out.
Does this mean, Roberta, that they would be reaching a plea agreement, or could they, with this pardon, face a trial if they do not plead guilty? Or are we rather heading towards these agreements where there will be no trial? Well, look, Anything can happen because it is one thing for the prosecution to decide not to seek the death penalty and quite another for there to be no trial.
Right, they can still have a trial and just take that shit off the table and that'd be it. Shout out Think Like a Kingpin on the check-in. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you for coming through.
Well, the death penalty may no longer be on the table, but they could face trial, and what happens is if they are found guilty, they will be sentenced to 300 years in prison or I don't know how long. Or if they are found guilty for the crimes.
Caro Quintero don't got 10 years. Mayo don't got 10 years. Carillo Fuentes don't look like he got 10 years.
Those are separate things, right? But the fact that they have, let's say, removed the death penalty from the table is not normally done unless there is a tomadka, right? I mean, well, I'll take the death penalty off the table. But what are you giving me in exchange? What are we negotiating in exchange? Normally, it's not just done like that, yes. So, obviously there's a lot of this, there's a lot that we don't know in that, well, knowing the secrecy that is characteristic of American prosecutors' offices, we may never see it. The point is that something happened. Something happened and we'll see how much information they're going to offer, because one says, well, the boss of bosses for so many decades.
Yeah, something happened. Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal.
Mayo Zambada, well, what can he offer beyond himself? Well,
what
yeah.
can Yoma offer besides himself? All right, we've often spoken of this with Jay Flores about how, you know, what does he have to give? Does he have this big giant client or this giant association list with these government names on it that he can damn? I don't know. What does he got?
Yes, we're going to see a lot of people that we're going to finish off. Don't close the door. Thank you very much, dear Roberta, and let's keep reporting and informing.
Roberta basically said, any of this shit can go down, girl. That's what she said. Any of this shit can happen. Right? They're making up the rules as they go along. Any of this shit is down.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's
Good evening, everyone.
Salute Roberta. We're putting up a poll. Did they take away because Yoma's cooperating, or we'll use what Tere read, avoiding legal blowback. That's the poll. Did they take away the unaliving penalty because Mayo's cooperating, or the U.S. is avoiding legal blowback? Maybe that's, I didn't word that right. I don't know. Shout out Raven. Can't wait till Sundays for beginners. Absolutely. Let me pull up the image so y'all can see that image. Right, we'll be back on the For Beginners channel that you see right here. Right, we'll be there Sunday, August 10th at 3 p.m. Ill Reviews, live review streams. A live review stream. Let's see. All right, For Beginners Shy. Submit songs, beats, short films, auditions, more. Starting at $10. $10 per submission. Submit at Nero.fans/illshy. Right? Make sure you sub up to the For Beginners channel. That's where I talk about hip hop and art, music, creativity. All right, so make sure you join us there. Let me Knock this down. Make sure you join us there Sunday. Oh. That's good. But salutes Raven. I'll see you there Sunday. Shout out Vicente on the check-in. Salutes to you, sir. Shout out to the usual suspects. We, in general, stay away from blowback. Except for the mama huevos. They get their back blown all the time. Oh, shit. Are they still here? They bounced. They gave up? Pussies. See where this poll's at. We're avoiding legal blowback. So y'all don't believe Yoma's talking, huh? Get your votes in. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. But get your votes in. Join us for the review show. We did one. Again, y'all are seeing me experiment in real time. Mistakes are going to be made. Things are going to happen. People seem to have enjoyed that stream. We're going to do it again. Jabo Luis Chaparro said. About what? About this? Let's see. Oh, I see. Boom, let's get it. I hope they got the English. Nano said, oh, I appreciate you, Tere, with the timestamp. Salute to Tere with the timestamp. Shit. Appreciate you. Albert Flores said, avoiding legal blowback ain't no way. Mayo's U.S. is honey hole right now. Wife fell asleep on me. To 100 type of salute. Let's get it. 906. Shout out Tere for pushing the content forward.
Imagine being able to build.
That's a question we often asked here. Again, his magic book of government, of government fucking information. I don't know. Receipts for the administrations that he was connected to. I don't know. We've asked Jay that question before. He said, man, he ain't got nothing to give. They don't want nothing from him. One sec.
Cuento, exacto.
Relax, Mr. Chaparro, tranquilízate. No. Knock this thing down. Knock that down. This popping. Did you see the Carlos Leder interview? Not all of it. Not all of it. I heard him say he went and asked permission to go snitch on Manuel Noriega. I heard him say that, but I haven't listened to the whole thing. I will though. Yoma, the leader of Cartel Nut Huggers, definitely bit the cheese like the others. We stay away from blowback. Yeah, who does Mayo have to give up? Who knows, man? A president, a governor, but it seems to me like that's what the people believe. The people believe, oh, he got this book of receipts. He's had to have had a lot of relationships over the years. And I'm sure there's information there, but is it information that is going to do anything for him is the question. You know what I mean? That's the question. Is it information that is going to do anything for him? He's not talking, plus he don't have that much time left to live. They're just better off taking the penalty off. That way, other people think he's cooperating and they can bring other people down. Shout out ECA 22. Bro, have you seen Young Grillo's interview with Carlos Leder? I saw some of it. He knows way too much, kind of like Epstein, but with rugs, in my humble opinion. I believe he's likely talking, but the blowback is not something we deal with, aka Black Ops, plausible deniability. Shout out Think Like a Kingpin. He said that interview was fire. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. All right, let's go to this timestamp that Ted is talking about.
A México. Es decir, si envía México o destierra 29 nacionales mexicanos y Estados Unidos.
He still don't got Luis Chaparro still don't got that the change the audio function yet. Not that it did any good. We heard AI have a fucking panic attack today. If it involves the Dems colluding with the Mexican government right now, of course it matters. Trumpito would do anything right now at this moment to get the heat off of him. Everybody's pushing fire off of them right now. Oh shit. Bunch of dirty, rotten motherfuckers. May they all come to the top and be held accountable for everything. All of it. For every baby that cried. May they all fucking fry, boy. It's just how I feel about it. Y al que no le gusta,
no mommy's weak.
Me vale madre. Alright, let's see what this fucking guy's talking about. The chair is wilding right now, Tere. The chair is wilding.
Los matan. Las familias podrían demandar al gobierno mexicano por el asilo vía México o destierra.
And this is the legal blowback that we're talking about in the poll. The poll is at 50-50 at the moment. 50-50, okay? It's at a deadlock.
A 29 nacionales mexicanos y en Estados Unidos los matan. Las familias podrían demandar al gobierno mexicano por el asesinato de sus familiares en otro país. Y eso sería una bronca bastante pesada para el gobierno mexicano. En un momento que se matara al gobierno y en Estados Unidos los matan.
If Mexico send the 29 Mexican nationals and they're unalived in the United States, the families could sue the Mexican government for the unaliving of their relatives in another country. And that would be a pretty big problem for the Mexican government at a time when it surely doesn't want it. I want to imagine that it was part of the agreement that they were told as soon as you sign, promise that you won't go against them. Because there are at least, 3 others who are being sought, who were being sought for the unaliving penalty, and it hasn't been announced that the capital punishment will not be in their cases. I'm talking about Z40, Z42, and the Beltran Leyva hitman, Jose Rodolfo. So for those guys, it hasn't been taken off the table. But for Yoma, Carillo, and Rafael Caro Quintero, it was taken off? Is that what we're saying?
Ya lo estaremos viendo. Miren, otras noticias. Para combatir la violencia generada por el Cártel de Sinaloa tras la entrega del Mayo Zambada a las autoridades americanas, el pasado domingo desde la Ciudad de México se anunció que el gobierno...
There it is. That was it. That was the little piece getting to it. I appreciate you, Tere. That helped plenty.
...90 elementos de las fuerzas especiales a ese estado.
Huh. Bro, you saying they care? I'm not saying shit. They saying it. Bro, you saying they care about the 29 U.S. unalive? What about the thousands the Cartel did over the years? It's a joke. That's definitely a joke. Absolutely. But they're gonna, but you know, a legal loop-de-loo is a legal loop-de-loo, and when a motherfucker get it, they gonna use it. And that's why I added that to the poll. Why did they take the unaliving penalty off of the table for Yoma? Did they do it because he's cooperating, or did they do it because of this legal pressure that he's talking about? That if and guess what? I don't see legalities being a big deal to the U.S. government in that sense. And Mexico government don't give a shit. Well, that's for the Mexican government, but why would the U.S. care? Just my point of view. If they don't deserve that penalty, who the fuck? If they don't deserve that penalty, who the fuck does? But why'd they take it off? Why? Definitely who does. And I'm waiting for this poll to get off 50%, but, you know, who wants to be the tiebreaker over here? Who wants to be the tiebreaker? I believe he too damn old to go through the process. He ain't gonna live long. Process of what? His process is he could be in jail and just be in jail. He could be in jail doing whatever talking he's gonna do. But yeah, I don't see him lasting. I don't see too many of them lasting too long. Boom. Let me make sure I'm selling this right as well. Oh no, it's a lot of wild shit. Shout out there to Shy. I was on Spotify and listening to the interview with Jay about them Zetas. That's straight disgusting. SMH. Listen, man. Nothing ceases to amaze me anymore when it comes to this, you know, covering this topic. Let's ask JP about Vicente Fox. Ask him. He's right there. Meaning the penalty. Oh, go through the penalty? Yeah. No, he'd been donezo before they get him to the table. Facts. Now his shit, his process is, he'd be in jail till it's a wrap, and it's a wrap soon. Them dudes' blood rivers on their hands. They get lucky if they get the unaliving penalty is off the table. What interview on Spotify? Just the exclusives that I have with y'all, all the exclusives that I have with y'all, I put them on Spotify. So they're on this YouTube channel, but I uploaded them to Spotify recently. What Spotify channel? You guys, I'm not promoting hard enough around here. I got to do better. Let me get y'all the Spotify links. It's just so many things, bro. So many things. Fox is just like most dirty. I mean, in my opinion, it's because they're cooperating straight up, and the current Mexican government doesn't care if they cooperate, because all these are old Cartel members that colluded with past administrations. Right. They're not going to have him with a receipt talking about, I talked to cider bombs. You know? Look at me. I'm so used to putting up a new episode. So I take all of the Flores Twins exclusives and all of the exclusive shit that I got here, and I'm putting it over there little by little on the Spotify channel. Join the Discord. Everything you want to hear and see is on there. All of that shit. In the Discord, you'll find my acting. You'll find my music. You'll find the links for everything. The sponsorships for everything. But again, we're trying to make a more cool system. I forgot Shy put these on Spotify. I'm sleeping over here. Forgive me, Shy. Get it done. No. You. A lot of people probably don't know, dog. It's just I be thinking that y'all be knowing, because I'm the one that puts up the, you know, and people are listening to it, but I don't know that y'all know that. You know, I'm sitting here trying to promote everything, and there's so many things. So yeah, I'm with you. I needed to hear the whole interview. Each one of those episodes is part of a whole interview. The only thing, nothing got cut out, Tere. Everything just got cut to subject. This subject, this subject, this subject. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they're 8 minutes. They're all cut from, you know, one long live stream. And they're in order, basically. I believe they are. They won't go after them, they pretend, but it can create too many issues. Remember, they let go of the general. Imagine an ex-president. Oh my goodness. They don't want no problems. They're not fucking with no ex-president. Leave them alone. But yeah, let me and sometimes just populating all of these links and putting things in the right place. Like yesterday, we went live from outside. I didn't realize that on the app that I use on the phone to go live, I don't have everything in the description the way I got it laid out here, you know? So, I'm trying to get to this channel. I see, but at this point, only truth I believe is Jay and Pete's. Noriega was a mess. Just like the clips on YouTube are. They are this identical. They are the clips. I have video over there and I have audio over there. All I did was take those clips that I have here in the playlist and I put them over there. That's it, Vicente. What's the Spotify though, man? I can't find the link. Oh, here it is. I do have it. See, sometimes I put some shit in here and forget that I did it. That's how much shit goes on over here. Boom. There's a Spotify link for those that would like to go follow us on Spotify. Please do. Again, and I'm hoping that y'all join us at the For Beginners channel on Sunday. I will be reacting to music and movies and TV. Alright, so make sure you join us. The information is right there on the screen. But for someone as wild and as unpredictable as Trompito, he'd use that as an excuse to do some crazy shit. We in some weird times right now. Yeah, la cosa están jodida. Alright, this is Sparta.
This is Sparta!
Bro, Trompito just barely avoided prison himself. They have a common courtesy. Oh, yeah. They're being thoughtful of each other, for sure. Man. And where's el Rocha?
Oye, ¿y el Rocha? ¿Y el Rocha? Bueno, ¿y el Rocha?
I don't know, man. We'll have yet to see. We got Mayo having another day in court on I believe the 25th. So we'll see about that. Shout out Vicente. Yeah, man. Thank you to you, sir. Give us a follow on Spotify. Get them spins up on Spotify, man. We trying to win everywhere. You know what I mean? Trying to win everywhere. Again, we'll be at the For Beginners channel. We had a good time last week. We had some new people in there. It's a place to go listen to independent music, and I'm looking to be impressed. I want to see some good shit. I don't want to shit on the bad shit. I want to encourage the bad shit to be better unless they like the bad shit, and then in that case, then I'll shit on it. You know what I mean? Lo cagó el gallo.
Yo vivo tranquila con la pena en pecho y la casa. ¡Cállate, hijo de puta!
Shout out Tere Vicente. I get my whole house clean when listening to their interviews. Salute. It's on YouTube. Anahuac, Nuevo León, and my iPhone from last year at Grandma's funeral when I took a picture of the location. I don't know what he's talking about, but salute. Follow us on Spotify. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. It's just a lot of things, man. A lot of things to keep. So salute to JP for dropping links in the chat today. Again, I'm going to make the links real nice. I'm going to put them in a spot in the Discord, and whenever one of the wrenches or anybody in the Discord hears me say something that they think, oh, this is perfect for somebody who's hearing this, would like to see the link. If you don't have to, but if you'd like to, you can do that. So salute. Fox on the side. Okay, now I see. Shout out Tere. Shout out HG on the check-in. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Shout out Vicente. I barely saw the Rocha TikTok the other day. Could barely start laughing. So you heard it here first?
Oye, ¿y el Rocha? ¿Y el Rocha? Bueno, ¿y el Rocha?
Crazy talk. Shout out Think Like a Kingpin. We need a follow-up podcast with Shy as host, for real. Man, we shall see. I'm with it. I'm sure they with it too. Shout out Shannon. Shout out Dude. But yeah, I'm going to set it up nice. I'm gonna put it in there and figure it out. We'll put a channel up for it. Put the links in there. That'd be that. Let me stop this recording. Yeah, you heard it here first. Shy, do you have a P.O. box for subscribers? Can send you things? Not yet, ECA, but I've been considering it and thinking about it. I appreciate you, though. Thank you for asking. I just went over to Spotify. 2 seconds later, I was following. Anyone not following, go over now and do so. Thanks for doing so. I appreciate you, Eddie. All right, make sure y'all get over to the Spotify. Join over there. I'll be putting, everything I can up there. Everything I can up there. I started with the exclusives. Let's get the exclusives in there. We got a lot of stuff. We've been working on this channel for a long time. All right, we got 11,100 something subs. All right, we moving forward. We working hard. And we're trying to grow the other channels at the same time. Yo, I should have stopped this poll. This poll is back to 50%. It is back to 50%. I'm not stopping a poll at 50%. Salutes. What other links I got over here? We got playlists. We got channels. Maybe I should play y'all a quick piece of what we did over there at For Beginners. So you could just basically get a see of what it is. So y'all could join us on Sunday, because I'm looking for a good time. Submissions are open now. You can wait till it's live to get your submissions in, or you can get them in early. Wrong. Boom. Like this was my we did this here. This is called Survive from Merkham's. This is one of the homies from my city, Arizona, that's starting to get some traction, all right? So I guess his name is Merkham's. Salute to Merkham's. Let's get it. I appreciate you. Thank you for submitting. Let's do this. Oh, no. No. Featuring Inspector Deck? Stop it. Stop it. All right. I'm ready. Shit. I got to smoke something to this. Let's get it. Merkham's featuring Inspector Deck. Survive. Plug City Records. All right. AZ. Salutes. I expect Deck to go crazy, because he always goes crazy. He's never not gone crazy.
Sometimes I'm sitting back with my 40 in black, be thinking about how little shorty got clapped, then I be raging. Overall boots in the mask, I feel like Jason. Trapping niggas plugged in the game like they was Masons. Gritty style, blade by the tongue, I'm real bawdy. They funny style, they don't want none, they real corny. Nigga, you running with rookies, I'm running with pythons and killers, that's all when they come in the my hoodie and my Timbs as I stomp throughout your holy grail. They want me kill, homie try, homie fail. The Grim Reaper, trick keeper, showstopper, the road rocker, tone chopper, smoke flocker. I let my nuts hang, I click clack, I catch bang, quick fast.
So we had a good time over there. All right, we checked that out. We checked out a couple of brothers from Chi-Town. Oh shit, wrong video. Straight bars.
Running away from the goals, I go towards me, stick skating on beats, to get boys on a boat, like sails on these going leaving them scored.
Expect that I never quit, check all the evidence, never been out of my element. It is not optional, I got to win. Victory is my oxygen. I got a time bomb's atomic weight. My mind's gone in a chronic state. I'm fatal, so your lives on the line might be the time to concentrate.
Been high like the skyline, low like a whacker. Drive numbers, my time, the city's my pasture. Grazing all day, but my bars always hitting, no missing. My target's no twitching and splatter.
So we checked them out. We over there enjoying some dope shit. We watched the short film over there that was dope. So we're having a good time over there. Make sure you join us over there Sunday. All right. I will drop the link to the channel. Once again, I will drop the link to the channel. And here's the link for that channel right there. That video is already prepared for us to go live. So make sure you hit the remind me button. Join us over there on Sunday at 3 o'clock. All right. Put me up on your favorite artist. It could be anything. It could be any, anything that I've never seen before, or something that I've seen before that we can share an experience or whatever. You know, if you got family, friends that are artists that want their music to be heard, you know, they can go over there. They can get to that video. All the policy and the rules and all of that is in the description, and they can check that out. All right. Boom. Make sure you join us there. All right. Drop a little plug for that in the middle of this joint. Let me stop this. All right. We talked about Mayo. The poll is still stuck at 50-50. Zorada can't see the poll anymore. I don't know. Maybe you got to back your chat out and back it. Oh, maybe make sure you're on live chat instead of top chat. I don't know. Shout out Shannon. Shannon will be there. I appreciate you. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. What else we got? What else we got? Let's go listen to this Ivan on the radio video. Let me stop this. All right. Does anybody want to break that poll's tie? There's a tie on the poll. Does anybody want to break that poll's tie? The next person break that poll's tie, and we're out of here. We're out of that. We're gonna end that that poll. Let's get it. Again, sub up to the Spotify. Join our Discord. Let me drop the Discord link in here. Can you put a link to a poll on chat? What do you mean? You can't see the poll at the top of the chat? You voted and you can't see it anymore. Oh, since you already voted, I don't know. But I don't think there's a link for it. Let me see. Oh, it doesn't show me right there. Got it. Had to close the chat and open again. Try that, Vicente. Try that.
It's an Aldi thing.
On fire.
Nah, this guy don't got to change the audio either. I gotta translate.
Bienvenidos a un nuevo video. Un año de guerra. Cientos de operadores detenidos, ejecutados y volteados. Zonas enteras perdidas. Y cuando todo está en ruinas, por fin, Iván Archibaldo se digna hablar por el radio. Pero pues no espere su...
Alright, this guy, I don't know who he is. This is Culiacanazo News. You got a mask on. It only gives me the banner to donate. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if you already voted, you're not able to see it no more. But the tie is broken. And I will end it now. Poll ends. Boom. All right, 53%. Here's the Discord link. Like Shannon said, Discord is a one-stop shop for all the great content. Salutes. Appreciate you.
¿Qué dice plebada? Bienvenidos a un nuevo video. Un año de guerra.
A year of war, hundreds of operators arrested, unalived, and overthrown, entire areas lost, and when everything is in ruins, Iván Archibaldo finally decides to speak on the radio. But don't expect a message from a leader or strategies. That's all. 3 dry roots without leadership, without morals, without future. And while his operators listen to him from prison, I don't know what the fuck is on. The Chapitos is no longer an army, it's a handful of Pokemons. Well, we definitely know this guy picked a side. This guy got his little hat on and shit. You know what I mean? Definitely picked a side.
Arrancamos. Después de años sin asomarse un radio, Iván Archibaldo decide hablarle a su gente.
After years without looking at the radio, Iván Archibaldo decided to speak to his people. But be careful. It wasn't to give clear orders or announce reinforcements, much less to send weapons or money. His message was, all right, now I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna interpret it, and then I'm gonna break it down. Let's get it. So Lucio, hands up in the chat. He does, yeah, we got a pizza and a hat though. He got a pizza too, yeah. But look, ain't no bullet holes in the hat. It's a shot through the pizza, and the pizza's the target. You see that? The slices make the pizza the target. Come on, Popeyes. That's a whole rap song right there. Puro metaphors in that fucking logo.
No mommy's weak.
I know you see that shit. I know you see it. Let's get it.
¿Qué fue?
Confío en ustedes y tropa adelante, plebe. Lucha por humana. A la orden, oiga. Lucha por orden.
Armas o dinero. Su mensaje fue:
confío en ustedes y tropa adelante, plebe. Lucha por humana. Confío en ustedes y tropa adelante.
Su mensaje fue:
confío en ustedes y tropa adelante, plebe. Lucha por humana. A la orden, oiga. Aquí en el pelito estamos a la orden y uno.
Bruh, he didn't say shit. He might as well have told them, ya basta, it's a wrap. We're donezo. He said, saludos, hello. I believe in you. I believe in you. Move forward, people. Puro Chapo Guzman. That's it. Hello. I believe in you guys. Move forward, people. Puro Chapo Guzman. I know you're eating rodents and your face is in the dirt. They hunting y'all down, but I believe in you. I ain't got no bread for you. I ain't got no reinforcements for you. I ain't got no army on their way to rescue you. But, he sounded like he didn't even want to get on the phone. Really. He sounded like, come on, I got to get on the phone. I don't want to get on the fucking phone. I got to get on the phone. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Sub up if you have yet to do so. Get in the Discord. Get in the Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Get with the sponsors. Get with all of the shit. Get with the playlist. Let's get it.
Su mensaje fue:
yeah, maybe he sounds defeated, or maybe that is how he talks. He sounded like he didn't want to get on the phone. He wasn't there for a speech. He wasn't there to rally up the troops. He wasn't there for that. He sounded like he pushed dude off of him with the radio. He had the radio and he pushed him off of him when he was done. I don't want to be on no fucking radio. Get me off this radio.
A la orden, oiga. Aquí en el pelito estamos a la orden y uno. Y chingado con mi papá Iván. Que te voy a China. Oye, nos vemos bien.
man. He didn't say shit. That's all he said. He didn't come back to the radio. He didn't say nothing, man. Let me tell you something. Maybe he's not defeated. Maybe that's how he sounds. But it's gonna give off an impression to his men who are defeated, who feel defeated. You know what I mean? Paper plates. No lack of paper plates. No lack of person out there ready to just throw himself to the wind for these guys. And that's what he had to say. Hello. I believe in you guys. Push forward, people. Puro papi. What?
No mommy's wait.
That's it? It's his business, right? It's his strategy. But definitely bias in the logo. Got a target on him. Got a bullet hole through the pepperoni of the heart. You know what I mean? You can see it right here. Target. Bullet hole. Hat intact. There's a little bias there. A little bit. Just a little bit. He told me, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I'm counting money, man. Get the fuck. Radio need radio. I talk on satellite phone, pendejo. Yeah, he ain't trying to hear that shit. He didn't sound like he wanted to be there, that's for sure. He didn't sound like he was trying to gas everybody up. Come on, motherfuckers, we can do it. Like I said, I believe in y'all, man. Good job. If you're still alive, good luck. Disposable soldiers, man. Disposable soldiers. All right, man. I think we covered all of that shit. Shout out Shannon. I was trying to help Shy with the Survival Frog advertisement yesterday, but he kept going back to if you need to escape. Huh? Yeah. I was a little lit though yesterday. I was just flowing off the dome. Whatever happened, wasn't much coming off the dome. But salutes. I appreciate you. Thanks for the help. It was fun. Had a good time. Just chilling. All right, I think that's all the Bartel I got in me for today. We covered the U.S. military going after these guys. How Trompito gave the green light. We covered Chapo being hoodwigged, bamboozled, led astray, run amok by the government that incarcerated him. Because he's salty. He wants to talk to his lawyer, so he talked to the judge, and the judge said, you can't talk to me until you talk to your lawyer. All right, we talked about Mayo. We talked about why would they take that unaliving penalty off the table. And we discussed Ivan Archivaldo jumping onto the radio to be like, hey! All right. Now, that was a little bit too excited. Hey, good job, guys. Keep your jerseys on. Oh no, we had a good time yesterday, Vicente. You can check it out. You a member? It's in there. We was chilling, getting a survival frog. You need a bug out bag, bro. You trying to get away from the ops. You trying to get away from the feds. You trying to get away from your family. Trying to get away from your problems, you need a bug out bag, man. Make sure you go to the link in the description to Survival Frog. Get you a bug out bag full of, everything you need. Solar charger for your phone, big old flashlight, maybe you need a hatchet. Whatever you need, man. Make it happen. Alright, my apologies to Twitch for jumping on late. Alright, my apologies to Twitch for jumping on late. Let me see. See, I don't know who's spam and who's not on these other channels in the comments. Add me in the Discord. Now, everybody asking to add in the Discord, we don't listen to that on Kick. I'm about to check that link out on the reel. Which one, Vicente? The one from yesterday? Yeah, we was chilling out. I was outside in the heat, drinking. We may have an impromptu live tomorrow, maybe. Heard somewhere yesterday that Metro allegedly was almost captured yesterday. Maybe he had a bug out bag. He needed that shit, man. You need a bug out bag. Got to get out of Dodge. Get you a bug out bag. All right. Yeah, make sure you check out that link. Check out that link for Survival Frog in the description. Oh, you had to hit the beach? Yeah, you got to hit the beach, papas. It's that time. All right, make sure y'all go to Survival Frog. All right. They got all kind of stuff there, right? For all your survival needs. Cook kit, tables, camping equipment, hammocks, bags, a blow fire tube. Got all that shit. Link in the description. When you gotta bug out, you gotta bug out. Hit the link in the description and check it out. Yeah, I was freestyling promotions for bug out bags yesterday on that members only. They can't catch Mencho, he's untouchable. Oh shit. Heard it all before. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Can we get to 40 likes, please? We've been here 2 hours and 40 minutes. You probably caught already. Who knows? Dede said she heard that too. Let's see. Let's see what we can find. Who knows? They want 50 million for Buddy. I'm looking in the usual places and I'm not finding it, but I'm gonna check elsewhere. Nah, I don't see it, y'all. So you gotta link me or no, I know what you was doing, Vicente. You was playing the fanboy role. Shout out Shannon. I was checking out the website. They have a lot of great stuff. All that canned meat has gotten really expensive. Yeah, that's a telltale sign right there is what it is. That long-term storage food gets super expensive. See, we didn't do none of that shit for Y2K. For Y2K, we went to any grocery store or whatever, we canned up. But that long-term shit, gotta get that protein. We were having fun, so I tried out this new mic. I did try out my new mic, and I figured out why it died. I had it on noise cancellation mode, and that cuts the time in half. I don't think I needed noise cancellation mode. I wasn't somewhere noisy, but that explains it. All right, growing pains. Yeah, they say he's dead, then alive, then caught, then he isn't. If there's still a reward, he hasn't been caught, in my opinion. Yeah, and I don't see no news here. But who knows? Maybe it pops up. Again, they have to have headlines too, or they don't have a job. Let's try to get to 40 likes, y'all. They have to have headlines, or they don't have a job. My chair is noisy. My chair is driving Tere up the wall. Right? Tere is done with this fucking chair. I'm gonna get it taken care of, Tere. My apologies to your sensitive ears. Or maybe not so sensitive ears. Just an unsensitive chair. Shannon used to do a lot of canning. There's a bunch of motherfuckers in the can right now. They in the back.
Put them in a fucking bedroom, Mike.
We didn't even have to put no nobody in the bathroom today. They bounced on their own and shit. With Mama Huevo. Oh, okay, that's what she's saying. The chair, that's why I needed the noise cancellation. Fortunately, I wasn't in this chair. I was outside in a very quiet, comfortable chair. This one is not so comfortable and pretty noisy. Bought this chair specifically for this show. It didn't cut it. I've never found a chair that cut it. But hopefully the next one's a quiet one. That's done with the chair. It's part of the show that it's been in for the past 2 years. Yeah, probably. I wonder. Now I gotta go back and see if it's been. It has to have been just creaking in the last couple, months or something. They couldn't have been doing that shit the whole time. They counted 2 in the box. Yeah, they in the box, man. Tere, I see you requesting a Discord. I'll see if I figure out which one that is. You want the whole thing? It's probably in the live streams of the playlists, but I'll tell you which one it is. But I'll put that in the Discord when I get out of here. All right, one more like. I think we got 39. Y'all tell me what we got over there. I think we're gonna call it a night soon. As long as the creator's comfy, that's all that matters. Well, here's the shit. It's noisy and I'm uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Zoraida, if it was up to Zoraida, this shit would be... She said the tapping of the broken mouse, too. The mouse broke. Should be breaking around here, man. Gets a lot of ass. But I'll use the microphone sound cancellation on my my lav mics. Damn, somebody took away likes. That's a dirty, filthy motherfucker. Like 3 people took away likes. That's somebody that came in here with alts or something. Or we got some dirty motherfuckers in our midst. Whoever took away a like ain't shit. Sorry, my nigga, had you not pointed out the mouse in the chair, I wouldn't have been hearing either one as much. Coño, man. Well, I haven't been fucking with the mouse too much. That was me. I wasn't talking that kind of candy, smart ass. No, I just saying motherfuckers was in the can. They was in the.
Put them in a fucking bedroom, Mike.
It wasn't as often, but it's been like that before the twins even came on the channel. Coño, man. Zoraida got used to this shit is what happened. Fuck you to whoever took that like back. You a rotten, filthy motherfucker. You deserve nothing good. Piece of shit. When you take something free back, something that you gave, and then you just take that shit back, you're a dirty, rotten skunk. Unless it was an accident and you forgot that you liked it and you went and you hit the like button again, and then it canceled your shit. But otherwise, you are a filthy, rotten, dirty motherfucker. That's what it is. So that I noticed this squeaky motherfucker a long time ago. Boom, we got our 39th back. We trying to get to 40. That's what it is. So that I've been despising this chair for longer than the twins been around here. Damn, when did I do that? Cheap ass. I'm telling you, it was a brand new chair. I specifically bought the chair for the show. Everything you can say and play on the soundboard, that's it. Every time you say can and play that on the soundboard, that's it. Call Indian giving. No, cheap motherfucker. Oh, okay, I see what you say. Motherfucker took his like back. That's a dirty, rotten motherfucker, man. That's beyond cheap. Taking some free shit back. Indian giving, respectfully. That's dirty. One more. If there's one more person who has yet to hit that like button, please do. I think I was used to it until you recently brought it up, and now I can't unhear it, especially every time you smash the mouse. You gotta relax. The mouse, I've been cool with the mouse today, all right? Every now and then, a little tappity tap, but the chair stays squeaking. Somebody accused me in the comments of passing gas during the show because of the fucking chair. Somebody took the like back again. That's a dirty, rotten motherfucker. Dirty. I love to catch you though, but you know, coward shit is done in the dark. Yes, I remember you said that when it started. Fuck this chair. But it was always bad on my back. The chair was always bad on my back. For sure. Absolutely. Make sure you guys join us Sunday, 3 o'clock. Tomorrow there may be an impromptu. Maybe for a little while, 15, 20-minute stream. Your boy gonna be outside. And if I'm having too good of a time, y'all ain't gonna see me. It be like that. Y'all will see me Sunday at the 4 Beginners channel as we, as we review music and movies. Shout out Vicente. Who taking them back? I'm about to ban them, motherfucker. They'll never cop to it. Look, they did it again. It's just one person doing it over and over. It's probably somebody we love around here. At this point, you need donations for a chair and the mouse. Well, we have a wish list, and there's a chair and a mouse on it. Right? We have a wish list. That link is also in the description. All right. I do what I can with what I got, but we'll get this motherfucker oiled up and handled as soon as possible. All right. Shout out Raven. Raven want to find that motherfucker too. Gotta find that motherfucker, Raven. I'm gonna take my 39 and ride. Alright. Again, let me put up the graphic for that so y'all can get the information. Let me drop the link once again. Someone trolling, I respect it, damn bastards. I respect yeah, I don't respect trolling. I respect shit done out loud. Say it with your chest. Use some cooking oil at this point. God damn, that ain't mad as fuck. I'm gonna drench this motherfucker in whatever I can find. Again, but it's capsuled up. That's what it was. I gotta get in there with a fine, little funnel or some shit. The little that is mad, boy. That chair, she done had enough of that chair. Could be worse. There's other motherfuckers that's stuck on the toilet.
Put him in a fucking bed, you might.
I'm looking for the 4 Beginners right here. See, JP, the mouse is functioning. No, some people respect trolls. And I'm not against that. Like, I respect a good troll. You're a troll nonetheless, but I respect a good one. Like a real good one. A clever one. But most of these motherfuckers is not that clever. That one's decent because, it's like you can see it, but you can't. There's levels to this shit. Shout out Vicente, though. I get what he's saying. That was the first thing I asked to go up on the wish list is a new chair. Let's get it. So fuck the WD-40. Get the oil. She want me to Mazzola this motherfucker. That's what she want me to just pour this motherfucker on this whole chair. She want this shit silenced when I come back. Noise cancel. Right? But salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all. I know you are, Teddy. I know you are. I appreciate you. Boom. There's the 4 Beginners link, y'all. Make sure y'all sub up over there. Join us. So it's more of a lighthearted stream over there than it is with the Cartel stuff that we cover over here. It's much more chill. Side that clickety clack is audible. I mean, there's always gonna be clickety clack. See, that's the XC. Now you done jinxed the shit is what you did. It was working fine, but the clickety clack is always gonna clickety clack, bro. Shout out Eddie Jimenez. Good night to all. Hopefully we can connect tomorrow. Take care and stay safe. Yes, there might be an impromptu pop-up. Hey, what's popping, motherfucker? Hopefully YouTube send y'all a notification. Notification be wildin'. They sent me a notification today for a live stream we did on Ill Crimes on Tuesday. Good night, Tere. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Try the first to create the noise cancellation chair. I'm gonna make it happen, man. Totally cancel everything wrapped in velvet, right? And chinchilla. No, Zoraida's on it. Shout out Tere. Appreciate y'all. Alright, man. We've been here 3 hours. We're gonna check out. I'm gonna throw hundreds up in the chat for y'all. Again, y'all might see me tomorrow. But if you do not, and the Discord will know what I'm up to anyway, but if you don't see me tomorrow, make sure you join us at 4 Beginners. I want to make that a regular thing. I want to grow that. I want to enjoy that. I want to be put up on a bunch of dope shit. I'm ready. I hope y'all know your indie music and don't fumble like I did. JP, you overthought that shit to just the wildest levels, but I think you course corrected, and I think you're good at this point. You know? Let me stop this recording. It's crime time every Tuesday. Now let me ask y'all something. Does that help? I know my life doesn't allow for me to have a schedule. I could try to put together a schedule. Like where boom, this is the day that we're gonna be here to do this. Now, if I wasn't gonna be outside tomorrow, tomorrow would have been the review stream. But if I could figure out Tuesday or Wednesday to be the Ill Crimes, body cam stream, we could do that. I'll figure out a date or a time or, what's best. But the flexibility of how I do this and only having one live that is, it's going to be on Friday, and it's very rare that I miss a Friday. It's just sometimes my life throws curveballs. So I think we're going to have to figure it out. And then, when there has to be changes, there has to be changes. Like I took this review stream from Saturday to Sunday. Shout out Vicente. That would be cool, but it's whatever you like. So I got to figure it out. I want y'all to, to follow me over there. Make sure that you got the notification set for that channel. Make sure you subbed up all of that shit. We'll get everybody who's wrenched over here, wrenched over there. Shout out Shannon. I get it now. The Noto's 3 days late. Yeah. Noto's 3 days late. Everyone have a good night. Keep your head on a swivel. It's crazy out there. Stay safe. Salutes. Today have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. Salutes to the wrenches. Salutes to the members. I appreciate all of y'all. Let me run through the chat. Shout out JP. Thank you for another great live. Like and subscribe for another great quality live. Road to 100K, 24-hour live streams, Incredible Hulk, and more. Shout out Ill Cartel members. May God bless you. All right. For those that don't know, 100,000 subs. JP wants us to have a 24-hour live stream, and he wants us to have Incredible Hulk drinks, which is Hennessy and Alizé. Shout out Raven. Raven knows that the man is off his rocker, but she's with the shit. Shout out Shannon. Whatever works best. Yeah, I think I'm going to figure it out. We'll figure it out. That will work as long as the notification go out on time and el tubo no la caga. That's the problem. I can't depend on YouTube. Listen. It's already a game where not all the people in your subscription, not all your subscribers are going to run to the live, right? But I at least want the ones that are to know that it's happening. And El Tubo's very bad at that. Very bad at that. Shout out ECA. Shout out Eddie Jimenez. Have a great night. Let me run through as far through the chat as I can. Shout out Delcio, Shannon, Zoraida. Boom. Velez is in the number 1 spot. Shannon in 2. Zoraida in 3. Tere in 4. Boom. Zoraida, Delcio, Eddie Jimenez. We didn't even have to put Tone in the bathroom. He bounced on his own. JP, I appreciate you. Thank you for dropping them links in there. I'm going to set them up real nice in the Discord so it's easy for anybody to just pop in the Discord and boom. Shout out John Good. Thank you for helping push the conversation forward. Shout out ECA22. Salute Tere, I appreciate you. Shout out Raven, we appreciate you as always. Think Like a Kingpin, appreciate you coming through. JP, Vicente, Velez was up in here. Salute to Velez. We got an APB out on 298. Shout out Albert Flores for checking in. Think Like a Kingpin. Al the Pal. HG, I appreciate you for coming through. My brother Oso was in here earlier, I believe. Been here a long time. Again, blessings and congratulations to King Chaz and his family. Henny and Hypnotic. Did I say Alizé? My bad. Henny and Hypnotic. Credible Hoax. What the fuck is an AMFS? You lost me with that one. Make sure you check out the sponsors in the description, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all tomorrow, even if it's for a little while. Shai, how you feel about Brock returning to the WWE? I don't know what they got on Brock. Evidently not much if he's back. So we'll see. If they got him for sexting or whatever they're saying it is, I don't know. I don't know what they got him for yet. I know allegations, I know this, that, but I don't know, So it's whatever. It was a business decision as far as I'm concerned. They feel he's in the clear, and, they brought him in there. Shout out my brother Osho. Y'all have a great night. Your boy gonna go get some wangs. Get my eat on. Shout out Shannon. Like I said, go join the Discord. It's a one-stop shop. Great content. Absolutely. Chad, have a great rest of your night. The night is young. Y'all stay safe out there. In the nuts of the world. We are in the nuts times of the world. We are living in. Blessings to everyone. Audio, motherfuckers. What the fuck is that, Vicente? That's a drink? Oh, adios, motherfuckers. Okay, my bad. I thought you were saying another drink. Or is that the name of the drink? Adios, motherfuckers? What's that? Oh, JP said he's guilty of some nasty, egregious work. I had to DM you. Please do. Or better yet, put it in the... Well, DM me what you're going to say, but put the links in the... I don't know. We'll figure it out. DM me. Just trying to find a way to centralize everything. What time West Coast Sunday? What is that? 1 o'clock? It's 2 hours? Yeah, 1 o'clock. 3 hours if you in Cali. So noon in Cali. Shout out Raven. Schedule kind of helps. Yeah, let me try to figure that out, man. I don't know. I don't know how, but I'm gonna try to figure that out. Let me try to figure that out. With that said, y'all have a great night. Again, join the Discord and hit all the links and hit the like buttons. And if anyone has yet to hit the like button, please do. Hundreds up in the chat for y'all. It's almost everything the bar has supposedly. Coño, yeah, that's death. Yeah, that's the name of the drink. It's delicious. What? Dude, I done some wild shit. I can't remember everything in it, but it's good and fucks you up. I know you can't remember everything in it. You couldn't remember everything after it, probably. Coño, man. Jesus. It's like a Long Island, huh? Crazy. 1 o'clock West Coast. Is it only 2 hours? It don't get 3 hours in California? Okay. 2 hours it is. Yeah, you're right. 2 hours. It's 3 hours from New York. My bad. You're right. It's allegedly, but the accusations are nasty and egregious. Coño, man. All right, we're going to have to look into that. As of right now, they're just allegations. If he's not guilty, I say he could go back to work. If I was accused of something that I didn't do, I'm going to work. Fuck what y'all talking about. Fuck my lawyer's advice. No, man. I ain't do shit. I'm going to work. Fuck you mean? All right, salute JP. Put me up on game, JP. Right, remember, if you need a bug out bag, you trying to get the fuck out, make sure you check out the link in the description. Good night, chat. I agree. With that said, y'all have an amazing night. I will holla. Peace.